are about to begin, but we're in the middle of our prayer right now, so we're going to be having that, then the national anthem, and the alma mater, and we'll be right back to action.
Especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. May we compete with your heart shining through ours. May we push ourselves to be what you tell us that we can be. May we have kindness in our hearts, mindfulness in our souls, and endurance to finish. Keep us and our competitors safe from harm, and let our actions be a testament to your glory. Help us be aware of your presence throughout the game tonight. Amen.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just moments away here at Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field, between the Piedmont Wildcats and your McAlester Buffaloes. Of course, the McAlester Buffaloes is going to be over here on the near sideline with the Wildcats over on the far. I'm Brandon Green along with Phillip Jewell Jr., and we welcome everyone watching on YouTube to our In the Booth call, and also for anyone listening on radio, thank you for just listening in general. We do have the quarterfinals matchup, McAlester against Piedmont, the first time that these two teams have played each other in football history. And the history might be made tonight as well. As senior Eric McCarty, 84 yards away from breaking the McAlester career rushing record. We'll see if he does that, but I'm sure all that's on his mind right now is getting the dub.
As you spoke to me at the Media Day broadcast, and I brought up the issue that he can not only have the rushing touchdown record like he currently holds, but the rushing yard record. He said, all those are cool. He said, but I want to be holding up a gold ball in December. So that's the last thing on that young man's mind.
Yep, all he's wanting to do right now is win a gold ball, and you can't play on, December 4th without winning on November 18th.
Absolutely.
McAlester wearing their white helmets with the black jerseys, gold numerals on the front and back, and the black pants as well with the gold piping down the sides. Your captains for tonight, Eric McCarty, Garrett Shumway, Kason Whitley, and looks like Caden Lesnow. And for the Wildcats, I think that's a number 10 there. That would be Cannon Wood. Number 25, which would be Brogan Hardy. Number 18, Cale Kaufman. Number 77, John Wetter. I believe that's number 14, their quarterback, Joshua Mars. And we have one man that's standing right in front of Garrett Shumway that I can't check the number on right there. But those are, I believe, that's 5 out of the 6 captains for tonight. But we're about to have our coin toss, and that is brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. Let's succeed together. And they're also the people that bring you your pregame show. So if you ever want to listen to the Buffalo pregame show, they have a lot of insight in that, including some interviews. You can always listen online at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab, or you can listen on the KNED app or locally at 1150 AM or 98.3 FM. Let's see who won the toss.
With the toss, McAlester Buffaloes.
McAllister has won the toss, and they've elected to receive. So that's already one key that you want to have when you're facing a flex bone type offense, is you want to be able to get the ball first, score first, because you don't want to play from behind, especially against a team that runs a flex bone as well as Piedmont does here tonight. But that was your coin toss, brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. Let's succeed together. It's cold. It's 31 degrees right now. It's going to be 29 by the time that we end this game here tonight. And the wind chill making it feel even a little bit colder than that. But what do you think about the crowd on both sides?
Yeah, so far McAlester Buffaloes are still piling in. They're bundled up, but you got to move around. You got to cheer, get warm, get that blood pumping. As you said, Brandon, it feels like it's 25 degrees outside. So some people are like, well, maybe we'll stay at home and listen to the radio. Some people are braving the cold. They're coming out. And it's going to be a ruckus night. And I want to say congratulations. I want to just be very supportive to the Piedmont faithful. That is a long haul, a very frigid night. Your hometown radio guys are broadcasting it, but the Piedmont Wildcats are showing up, and they're showing out over there on that west side.
I know it's not snowing like it did last week, but they're wearing their icy whites. The white helmets, white jerseys, white pants. Again, like for McAllister, we said white helmets, black jerseys, black pants. We had the fog coming out of their tunnel in the north end zone. The Buffaloes are herding up in that tunnel, and they're about to roam on to Hook Gill Stadium First National Field's turf, and here they come.
Friday night in the Heartland, time for Buffalo playoff football.
With being the 3 seed, you didn't even know. There was definitely not a guarantee that you'd even have this game over here at the Hook. But the 5A3 3C Buffaloes taking on the 5A2 4C Piedmont Wildcats have put them here. We have 2 really good teams playing each other. You could see any one of the 8 teams remaining holding up the gold ball in December. And it's going to be a fun one here tonight.
Absolutely. You talk about any one of the 8 teams being able to hold the gold ball. But I just want to speak real quick on something that Coach Mazey spoke about the Thursday morning before we went and played Scotlandville, Louisiana. He said they give a gold ball trophy to the winner. And, we kind of smirked and everything, and so did the players sitting there. And he said, well, that's the only silver ball we're going to take this year because we're going for the gold. So Buffaloes, their cleats are gold. They're white and then black all the way down. Their cleats are gold. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That means we're chasing gold. That's right. Again, every year they've been able to spray paint their cleats gold, and even some of the coaches this year have spray painted their shoes gold, which is really cool. So we're about to have kickoff here in just a moment. Your kickoff sponsor, Jet Tire Service, for great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kinda, and Cooper tires for your car, truck, or SUV. See Jet Tire Service in McAllister, serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. So around the city of McAllister, around the state of Oklahoma, and Buffalo fans across the nation far and wide, thank you for joining us for the quarterfinals, McAllister and Piedmont. As it looks like we have number 92, that is Chase Duke, the freshman, putting the ball right between the hash marks. Oh, it looks like it's 93, actually. That would be Tate Cardwell, the sophomore. He makes his approach, pooches this one short, and it's football time in the Heartland. Taken at the 30-yard line, Chaz Bradley down the far sideline. He broke through to the 40-yard line, past the man. Can he tiptoe down the far sideline? He goes out of bounds, but the Buffaloes have an excellent return, and they're going to be starting this drive deep in Piedmont territory at the 33-yard line. Chaz Bradley starting off this game with a bang, just like he did last week against Collinsville. He actually took a touchdown back to the house last week, but a block in the back put the McAllister Buffaloes back at about the 35-yard line. They start this drive at the Piedmont 33. No flag there on the ground. Just a great return, getting good blocks up the field. Bradley sees the hole, takes it, gets to the sideline. Good return right there by the senior. What a way to start this home game.
Ball on the left hash. Buffaloes are going to start off with trips right. No receivers on the left side. Eric McCarty looks like he the running back on the left side of Les now. Here's the snap. Keeper by, no, it's going to be Eric McCarty, the quarterback here on this play, as he goes forward to about the 25-yard line, and he's pushing his way to about the 21 for a first down. He was stopped about 5 yards shy of the first down marker, but his offensive line helped push him forward for the first down, and that is brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. Give him a call at 918-284-1233 when you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or a rural home. So it was actually McCarty, the quarterback there, and it went with the option. And I think that actually Les now, was he lined up as the running back? It was hard to tell right there.
It was a very weird formation. It kind of looked like the Kennedy Brooks play with OU last year.
Now Les now is definitely the quarterback with McCarty to the left side of him. Here's the snap. Handoff McCarty, right side. He breaks past the 20-yard line inside the 15, and he's going to be tackled down at the 11. Into the red zone, the Buffaloes go. That McAlester home store red zone.
Marking a first down, Buffaloes.
Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or a beginner, McAlester Home Store has a cooking option for you. Traeger, Big Green Egg, Louisiana, make your wood-fired dreams a reality. Buffalo's already marching down to the 11-yard line. And we have McCarty already at what? That's 22 yards?
That is 22 yards.
Into the I formation now the Buffaloes go under center. Now McCarty backs on up. Looks like this is going to be more of a Wildcat formation. Man in motion now. It's going to be keeper McCarty right side. And he's going to stroll into the end zone. There is no one 15 yards next to him. And the Buffaloes only need 3 plays to get into the end zone. Each one of those plays 11 yards. Each one of those plays featuring senior Eric McCarty. And he puts the Buffaloes up 6-0 here early with his 13th touchdown run of the season. 10:36 left to go here in the first. And it'll be Trenton Greer on to attempt the PAT. Holder is less now. Snap, hold is good. Kick is up. It's a line drive, and it is through. The Buffaloes lead 7-0 right here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management, and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months, and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field. We just had kickoff by McAllister's Caleb Judkins. It was fair caught at the 38-yard line by the Wildcats. We have a drive summary, though, for the Buffaloes. Only took 3 plays to get on the board.
3-play, 33-yard touchdown drive that took 1 minute and 17 seconds off the clock. Capped off with an 11-yard touchdown run by senior Eric McCarty. The PAT was good. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They're a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services that love our Buffaloes.
First run by the Wildcats, powering straight up the gut to about the 43-yard line. Now, bear with me, because with the flex bone, there's multiple people that could be carrying the ball here, so I may not be able to find who's carrying it immediately. So I think there it was number 10, Cannon Wood, who had over 200 yards rushing last week with 2 touchdowns. The 6'2", 220 junior. They get the ball out to the 43-yard line to bring up second down and 5. Again, they're on their own side of the 50. Again, in the flex bone, 2 receivers, 1 to each side, with the fullback right behind quarterback Mars. Here's the snap, hand off of the middle once again, Wood. He gets past the 45-yard line, and that'll bring up third down and short. 3rd and 2 on the way here for the Wildcats, who have to get out to the 48-yard line. Again, Buffalo's leading 7-0, 9:55 remaining in the first quarter Buffalo's first drive couldn't have asked for anything better than that. 3 plays, 11 yards on each play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just as balanced as it can be. Keep the chains moving, keep it going, force this Wildcat defense to play from behind. And right now, this is a big play here by the Buffalo defense.
All right, 3rd down and 2, ball in the left hash. Under center, Morris, man in motion. Here's the snap. Morris is going to keep it himself, but we have a false start.
Yeah, the left tackle, whenever they shifted the motion, he clinched with him. And I saw Coach Macy down there by the line judge. He had seen it as well.
Yeah, and Garrett Shumway was pumped up because those false starts with those triple option offenses can be big setbacks for the offense. That'll move them back to the 41-yard line. So instead of 3rd down and 2, we're looking at 3rd down and 7.
This is what we had talked about, making the Wildcats getting these 3rd and longs, forcing them to throw the ball and get creative.
3rd and 7, Morris in motion. And they don't snap. They try to get the Buffalo defense to jump off sides, but they hold strong. 9:16 left to go here in the first. 3rd and 7. Here's a snap. Morris going to keep it himself. Cuts up. Tackled down. Chopped down at the 44-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. So we'll see with the ball being at the 44-yard line, do they try to push it? Or if they don't get it here, they'll give the Buffaloes the ball, who, again, just sliced through the Piedmont defense on the last drive. It'll be 4th and 4 right here. By the way, we have Buffalo Roll Call. Let us know where you're listening from on Twitter, at Buff Sports Radio. We're going to be giving some people some shout-outs here in just a moment. 4th down and 4 from their own 44. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go for it. Ball right between the hash marks. Morris under center. Snap. Hands it off. Wood, no, it's going to be the option. Morris will be caught up at the 46-yard line, and the Buffaloes stand tall. They tackled him at the 47, needed to get to the 48, and the Buffaloes force a turnover on downs. Last week, Collinsville was only 1 for 4 on 4th down, and so far, the Buffalo Black Death defense holding them to 0-1. And let's see if McAllister can take advantage of that and go down and try to go up by 2 scores. By the way, we do have some people tuning in. Like we said, Brandon Rutledge, he's tuning in from New York City. Joseph Ledford tuning in as well. Charlie Gillespie says the whole fam is at the hook. Beat Piedmont. Charlie, Darlene, Cooper, and Colton Gillespie. Thank you all for tuning in. Buffaloes had the ball at the Piedmont 47-yard line, 1st down and 10, near the left hash. Snap, Lesnell rolls right, looking downfield. Tosses, it'll be a diving catch by Ethan Watkins at the 42-yard line. About a 5-yard gain by Watkins, who last week had a career game. Again, he had a pick 6. That was one of his 2 interceptions that he had on defense. And then he had a 15-yard touchdown carry. And he helps the Buffaloes get to 2nd down and 5 here with 8:03 remaining in the first quarter. Buffaloes leading 7-0.
Buffaloes went with that traditional sprint out, set the inside receiver up on the 5-yard out. Good vision right there by Lesnell. Good ball.
Trips left. Here's the snap. It'll be a keeper. Lesnell right side. He's got a hole to the 30-yard line, to the 25. 1 man to beat inside the red zone, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 11 into the McAllister home store red zone. McAllister's newest flooring source has arrived. If you need tile, carpet, or luxury vinyl, McAllister Home Store can help. Free measurements and quality installers. Come see us. 5th and Wyandotte. The McAllister offensive line killing the Piedmont Wildcats right now. All the way down to the 11-yard line on the rush by Caden Lesnell. Make that a 31-yard gain.
And that's number 51 that got out there. And if my roster is correct, that's
Leonardo.
Noah Leonardo that got out there and was that kick-out block there that allowed Lesnell to just fly out.
Back to that Wildcat formation here for the Buffaloes and senior Eric McCarty. The snap, handoff to Chaz Bradley in motion. Needs a block to the 10-yard line. Jitter trying to get around the corner to the 5, and he goes for the pylon, but where did he step out of bounds at? He stepped out of bounds first around the 4-yard line, so this is going to be a gain of 7 to bring up 2nd down and 3. They can get a 1st down without scoring. Again, if they get it to the 1-yard line, that will make it 1st and goal. But right now, 2nd down, and they're going to say 2 from the 3-yard line.
They went back to that crazy formation, popped back out. Nice move there by Chaz Bradley. The senior McCarty seen it. And Bradley just using his speed to get to the outside, picks up a solid 8 yards.
Speaking of McCarty, he's under center, gets the snap. He stood up, but gets a second push towards the goal line, and he might have gotten to the 1 to get the 1st down. It's enough to move the chains, but he did not get the touchdown. So 1st and goal coming up with 7:27 remaining in the first. Buffalo's trying to go up 2 scores. They were close last week against Collinsville, but they had a red zone turnover. Ball at the 1, left hash. Eric McCarty will go under center once again. Under center, McCarty, the snap, right side, trying to push. I think the Wildcats stood him up. He's going to be half a yard shy.
Great play there by the Wildcat defense. They knew what was coming. McCarty got stuffed on the first shot, went to try to get in. The offensive line from the Buffaloes tried to help push him in. Wildcats knew what was coming and stood the senior up and delivered a nice hit.
6:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Bradley comes in. Will Spears comes out. 16 to snap it. Second down and goal from the 1. Back to that I formation with McCarty under center. And now they back up again over to the Wildcat type formation. Man in motion is Bradley. Snap, McCarty keeps it left side, trying to lower his shoulder. He dives past the goal line, and that's a touchdown for McAllister. 1 yard touchdown run by senior Eric McCarty. That's 2 for McCarty on the night. Call that a McDouble, and to be frank, I'm loving it. 13-0 the Buffaloes lead with 6:28 remaining here in the first quarter. They go up 2 scores on the Wildcats. Trenton Greer trying to make this a 14-0 game. Les now the holder. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is through the uprights, but we do have a flag first. And I think it's on Piedmont. We have both teams going back to their sidelines. And we're going to take a break real quick, and we'll be back here in just about 60 seconds on KNED.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale, on now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAllister.
We're right here with you. We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAllister, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
So the penalty that we were speaking about before the break was, looks like after the PAT. So then it's going to be enforced on the kickoff. So that means McAllister is going to be kicking this ball away from the Piedmont 45-yard line. So Caleb Judkins is going to put it right between the hash marks. The line for the kickoff team is going to be at the 50-yard line, all lined up. And here's the boot from Judkins. It's an onside kick. It bounces. It's still up in the air. It's still being fought for. Did the Buffaloes get on it at the 31? I think they did. McAllister's going nuts over here on the near sideline. And it looks like the Buffaloes might have gotten the ball. The fans and the team sure think they do, and they did. McAllister with the onside kick, brilliant move there, and they recover it at the 31-yard line. McAllister already leading 14-0 with 6:25 left to go in the first. We have to do a quick drive summary.
That was a 6-play, 47-yard drive that took exactly 2 minutes off the clock. Finished off with a 1-yard touchdown run by Eric McCarty. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
Ball on the right hash. Can the Buffaloes go up 3 scores here early? Here's the snap. Handoff, Blaze ball left side. Another great gap by the offensive line. He's inside the 20-yard line, and he's getting around the corner to the 10, to the 5. He's going to score. The Buffaloes lead 20-0 with 6:15 left to go in the first. Blaze ball taking it 32 yards to the end zone, and McAllister leads 20-0. And we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Shout out to the O-line, Zach Rogers, Kason Whitley, Sean Woods, Connor Fields, Sean Perkins. You could have driven a Mack truck through that. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's low. It's a line drive, but it's through. Buffaloes lead 21-0. 6:15 left to go in the first here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAllister are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room, room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAllister. I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAllister.
Ball at the 40-yard line, 6:15 left to go here in the first quarter as the Buffaloes getting ready to kick it off once again, leading 21-0 over the Piedmont Wildcats. Here's the boot. It's going to be a pooch kick over towards the 40-yard line, and this one's going to be caught by Carter Lance at the 40-yard line. I don't think you can go grab it. What's the rule there? I've never seen anyone get down the line so fast. Carter Lance, almost said Zach Freestad. Freestad, buddy, if you're listening. Carter Lance went and grabbed that kickoff.
Catch interference.
Yeah, he called fair catch, and if he calls fair catch, you can't go get the ball. You have to let him try to make a move on it. So if he didn't call fair catch, he could have just grabbed that, and that would have been an onside kick recover. But
I don't know if it would have been league. I think the ball has to at least touch the ground before the kicking team can touch it. At least that was I thought was the rule.
I've never seen anything like that happen before. Carter Lance was booking it, but the penalty will put Piedmont all the way on the McAllister side at the 50 at the 45-yard line. So ball on the left hash, two receivers over to the right side. Morris under center. Here's the snap, handoff. That's going to be number 27, Robles, and he's going to be tackled down after a short gain of about 3 out to the 42-yard line. Again, Buffalo's already leading 21-0 over the Wildcats. We have another drive summary.
That was a one-play, 31-yard touchdown drive that only took 10 seconds off the clock. And it was the 31-yard touchdown run by Blaze Ball. And that's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
Ball right between the hash marks, 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Man in motion, snap, handoff at the middle. No, it's going to be keeper by Morris. Morris, if he would have squeaked through, he would have been going to the house. But he's tackled at the 39-yard line. Whoever grabbed him from behind saved a touchdown there. That brings up 3rd down and 4. By the way, we are hearing that on the NFHS side because we do have a radio audio that's going on to the NFHS. If you're watching that way, we can't do anything about that. That's actually a radio that's hooked up into the computer there. We're hearing there's a little bit of static, actually quite a bit of static. I don't know if that's going to be fixed because, again, we can't control that. But there are multiple other ways to listen to us, like we said. You can go to Buff Sports Radio and find out. 3rd down and 4 coming up from the 39-yard line. Snap. Mars is going to toss it out. Right side to the 35-yard line. They're going to get the first down. Got around a defensive back to be able to get inside the 35-yard line. And I think that was Jaden Fuston to be able to get that little toss there. Fuston, the 5'8", 160 sophomore, moves the chains for the Wildcats. He needed 4, got 6 down to the 33-yard line. That'll move the chains for the Wildcats in their first down today. Buffaloes lead 21-0, 4:46 left to go in the first. Zach Freestad is watching, by the way. Here's a snap, handoff right up the middle, tackle down at about the 30-yard line. Buffaloes get there quickly, but still a gain of 3. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zach Freestad, whenever I see the number 4 now, I think of Zach Freestad. Because, I didn't know I was still in the game. He's tagging me on Twitter. And my apologies to Carter Lance. Right, Zach, I'm only saying this because I like you, buddy. I think Carter can maybe beat you in a 40-yard dash. That was quickly getting down to the other 40-yard line. Ball on the right hash, 2nd down and 7. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Someone's mouth guard or something went flying up in the air quickly after the ball was snapped. Someone made contact and delivered punishment there as there was a gain by Robles for a gain of about 3 to bring up 3rd down and 4. They got 3rd down and 4 last time on a toss out to Jaden Fuston. That puts the ball at the 27-yard line with 3:49 left to go here in the first quarter.
Right here, you just got to get nasty up front. You have got to use your power and strength to get into the backfield right here.
Mars under center, snap, hand off of the middle. Nope, option again, toss it to the right side. It's back over to Fuston. Fuston, he's going to be tackled, upended rather, inside the red zone. Looks like he flew forward to the 18-yard line. So once again, the Wildcats convert on 3rd down. Buffaloes are biting on that fullback up the middle. But again, with the option, you got to account for multiple different people that could be able to get the ball. And for the last 2 times that the Wildcats have been able to get the first down, it's been an option out to Jaden Houston.
Yeah, you have to get those guys to stay home on the outside to respect that option play, and right now that's what Piedmont's being able to do.
Mars center, snap, handoff Robles again right side. Robles gets a little bit more yardage on this carry out to about the 12-yard line. And again, we talk about winning on first downs against triple option teams right there. It was the Wildcats that won on first down, getting about a gain of about 6 or 7 to bring it, looks like 2nd down and 4 according to the scoreboard. With 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter, Buffaloes leading 21-0.
There you did see a really good job, though, of Braden Bumpus staying home, respecting the pitch, forcing the handoff to Robles. Now your interior defensive line is going to have to be able to crush down on that one.
Mars center, ball right hash. Snap, option left side. No, it's going to be a keeper by Mars. Mars this time just powers himself forward. And he gets close to the first down marker. I think he's going to be a yard shy. Maybe not even that, like a half-yard shy. 3rd down and 1 officially on the scoreboard coming up for the Wildcats. But this is their bread and butter. This is where they want to be on 3rd down.
Yeah, these guys, they're just going to bruise you all the way down the field. They're just going to bang on you, hit you in the face.
They had over 500 yards rushing last week against Midwest City.
And you're seeing it right here. They have yet to even try a pass play because this is what they want to do.
3rd and 1, snap, handoff Robles up the middle. He's going to get the first down. Out to the 5-yard line. So 1st down and goal coming up for the Wildcats at the 5. This is only the 2nd drive for the Wildcats, and they're down by 3 scores. That's going to show how efficient the McAllister offense has been. And by the way, how many yards is McCarty away from breaking the record now?
Eric McCarty currently has 36 rushing yards.
So doing quick math here, using a calculator.
That'll be 51 away?
He's 48 away. Ball right hash, 1st and goal from the 5. And the Buffalo defense stand tall. Here's the snap. Robles caught it, but the line. Malachi Rice and a herd of Buffalo pushing him back. The ball came loose, but I think they ruled the play dead first. They did. No gain on the carry there after a great tackle by, 4 different Buffalo, including Malachi Rice. Also saw the main man up the middle. That was Garrett Shumway. Garrett was actually the one that ripped the ball loose, but again, the play was ruled dead before that.
Zach Rogers has checked in. Ethan Watkins has checked out. The defensive front's going to look a lot different because you have this triple option. Everything's in. So instead of the traditional 3-4, we're actually playing with 4 down linemen currently.
2nd and goal from the 4. Snap, toss out right side, and there's going to be a tackle in space, and they're going to push him back again. Chaz Bradley was one-on-one with Jaden Houston, and that will be a loss of a yard to bring up 3rd down and goal from the 5. Again, a toss out to the right side with the man moving in motion, Jaden Houston. We have 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter on a first quarter that has seemed to fly by. And we're going to have 3rd down and goal. Now, they do have to snap it before the end of the quarter.
You know, that's what happens whenever you're playing a triple option team. The clock will dwindle, and you will not even realize it.
So 3rd and goal from the 5, and we're going to have a timeout called. We'll take it right here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister and let us make it happen for you.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com.
So McAllister burned their first time out of the half. They lead 21-0 with 27 seconds left to go in the first, but the Wildcats have it 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Morris under center, man in motion, option play. Morris pushing himself forward. He's caught up and he's pushed backwards. The herd stop him at the 3-yard line, and we're going to be more than likely having 4th down and goal coming up from the right hash after the end of the first quarter. I don't think the Wildcats are going to snap it before the end of the first quarter. 8 Nope, they're going to be walking over to the far sideline. Buffaloes lead 21-0 going into the second right here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAllister, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
McAllister Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAllister Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAllister Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAllister Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
Welcome back. We have 4th down and goal from the 3 as we're just now starting off the second quarter. Buffaloes leading 21-0 over the Wildcats. Wildcats have the ball at the 3-yard line. Right hash. Can the Buffaloes hold? Mars under center. The snap. They're going to pass down the middle of the field, and it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. Number 18, Cale Kaufman. Everyone was buying on the run, which for good reason. They're a flex bone offense. And then the southpaw, Joshua Mars, found Cale Kaufman in the end zone, and the Buffaloes just weren't able to get over to Kaufman in time. So the 6-foot-tall, 210 senior scores first on a reception. I would not have guessed that to start off this game for the Wildcats, to make it 21-6, 5 seconds into the second quarter. So the Wildcats will attempt the PAT here. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Wildcats trail 21-7 to your McAlester Buffaloes right here on KNED.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
So the Wildcats take a long, methodical drive down the field. They score to bring them within 14. Buffaloes lead 21-7, 11:55 left to go here in the first half. And once again, it will be the Wildcats, number 93, Tate Cardwell, kicking this one away. It's going to be a pooch kick to the 31-yard line. Buffaloes will try to return again down the far sideline. Another good return down the far sideline to the 40-yard line. Well, not quite to the 40, but tackled out of bounds around the 40. Let's see where they say went out of bounds at. They're going to say the 43-yard line of Piedmont territory. That time, it was Braden Bumpus that returned it. We have a drive summary for the Wildcats, Phillip.
That was a 13-play, 45-yard touchdown drive that took 6 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock, capped off with that 3-yard touchdown pass from Mars to Kaufman, and the PAT was good. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They're a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
Bumpus had 8.8 yards per return. That's going to up that average there. First down and 10, right hash, ball at the 43-yard line. Here's the snap. Les now will pass it out near side, caught by Lance. Lance past the 40-yard line to about the 38. Great play by Les now, and this is going to go unrecognized. But the throw that he had on the screen pass led him towards the line of scrimmage, which makes it easier for Lance to be able to get some yards there. He ended up getting 5, second down and 5 from the 38.
Nice play action. The Buffaloes came out. They established a game plan, running the football with McCarty, got the safeties and everyone to acknowledge the run, and that helps Carter Lance with the screen play be able to pick up some much-needed yardage.
Ball left hash, second and 5. Snap, handoff McCarty, right side, squeaking through white jerseys and getting down to the 31 for a first down. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or a rural home, call Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at 918-284-1233. Again, the offensive line has been stellar in this game so far, and that helped him out there. And also McCarty using a little bit of shiftiness to get to the 31-yard line, as that is a gain of 7 there for the senior. He is now 41 yards away from the record. Trips right, tight ends loading up the line.
Whoa, he's all the way in the backfield.
So we had a Piedmont Wildcat that was pretty much shaking hands with the tight end, how far behind or how far in front of the line of scrimmage he was. That's going to be an easy 5 yards for the Buffaloes. That'll put him to the 26-yard line.
I literally just watched a video today on YouTube, and it was like the craziest plays that have happened in the NFL. And there was a play that looked just like that when he was in the backfield behind the center lined up.
So empty backfield, 4 wide here for Eric McCarty. Snap, left side. He's going to try to carry it himself. And he finds a goal. Finds a hole inside the 20-yard line to about the 18, trying to go for the goal line, and McCarty is hurt. When he went down, immediately you knew that he was kind of hurt right now. And again, with the cold weather, each hit, you just feel it even more. Hopefully there's nothing too serious there for the senior. He got the first down, but that's the last thing on anyone's mind right now. And he's down inside the 20-yard line. And right now, Buffalo Nation kind of just holds their breath, and we're going to take a timeout right here on KNED.
CryoShock McAllister will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAllister, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAllister.
KC Farm Machinery in McAllister is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAllister is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAllister Union Stockyards.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAllister Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
So McCarty is now off the field, but he had no weight on his left leg, and he was helped carried off. And he got a first down inside the 20-yard line. Buffaloes are in the red zone, brought to you by McAllister Home Store. But we're going to see how McCarty's going to be feeling. Again, it was immediate. As soon as he hit the turf, he was in pain. And so hopefully he's okay. But, again, he was having no weight on that left leg. So the ball's going to be on the left hash. It'll be Dakota Moten now, the running back to the right side of Caden Less now. First down and 10 from the 18. Snap, handoff, Moten up the middle. Still a goal, or still another hole. I keep on saying that. Down to the 16-yard line as the gap by the offensive line gets them to the 6-yard line. And the Buffaloes have a chance to once again go up by 3 scores. They're going to run tempo. Ball at the 6. Moten right side of Less now, trips right, and they have a tight end on the left side of the line. Actually, 2 tight ends, it looks like. Here's the snap. Handoff, Moten once again working on that left side, trying to power his way. He stretches across the goal line, and Moten got the motor running. He crosses the goal line for the touchdown, and the Buffaloes lead 27-7 over the Piedmont Wildcats. 9:43 left to go here in the second quarter. McAllister's offense still running like a well-oiled machine. I mean, there's still a whole nother 2.5 quarters to go, but so far in a quarter and a half of play, this is the best game I've seen from the offensive line of McAllister so far this season, coming in the quarterfinals. Trenton Greer onto attempt the PAT. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is through. Buffaloes lead 28-7. 9:43 left to go here in the first half on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAllister and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Buffaloes get on the board again. They lead 28-7 over the Piedmont Wildcats. 9:43 left to go in the second quarter. And we're going to be speaking more about what happened on the last drive here in a moment. But here's a boot by Judkins. Be grabbed at the 27-yard line. They'll try to return. And not after a big hit by Braden Bumpus. Just laying the lumber. So much so that you could have made a fire here in the cold temperatures in Pittsburgh County. And they started jawing after that big hit. They get both of them to kind of go back towards their opposite sidelines, and we're going to be having a drive summary here by Phillip after our last touchdown by the Buffaloes.
That was a 5-play, 43-yard touchdown drive that took 2 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 6-yard touchdown run by senior Dakota Moten. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
So 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Under center is Mars. He gets the ball, hands it off Wood up the middle. Wood is going to get decent yardage. Gets about 5 yards. But, yeah, on that last drive, again, Eric McCarty, he ended up having an 8-yard run. And as he got the first down, he hit the turf hard, and immediately you could tell he was in pain. He got off the field, but he had to be carried kind of. He had his arms around 2 different people that were helping him carry him off, and he put no weight on his left leg. He's over here, sitting over here on the bench near side. So you can probably guess that unless McCarty, or we're going to wish the best for him right now, but on the second down play, we have a trip and a stumble by number 10, Cannon Wood, and that's going to be a loss of about a yard. And again, I think he just tripped over his own feet, 3rd down and 6. But again, going back to McCarty for one last thing, again, just wishing for the best for that young man. He's given his heart and his soul to this school for 4 years, and we hope that that's not the last time that we get to see him play or anything like that. We're not going to speculate anything, but again, wishing for him to recover here quickly, and whatever ended up happening right there, we just hope it's not too serious. So ball right between the hash marks, 3rd down and 6 here for the Wildcats, down 28-7. Here's the snap. Handoff, no option, kick it out left side, and they got some open grass. This is going to be a touchdown. This is going to be a big-time touchdown, 63 yards. Unless the Buffaloes can catch him, he dives for the pylon, and he gets in. So that's a 63-yard touchdown run, and this is what they did so well last week against the Midwest City Bombers. They had multiple long touchdown runs that led to them having over 500 yards rushing, and they pull right back within 2 scores of the Buffaloes. Again, that's kind of their bread and butter that we've seen so far in their 3rd down run so far. When they've been able to convert on 3rd downs, they've been putting a man around in motion and scoring with the little pitch on the option. McAllister is biting on the inside, trying to stop the fullbacks, but with the wide receivers, really the slot back is what they call them, moving around in motion and getting the pitch. The Buffaloes have been able to give up 5, 6, 7 yards, and that time 63. So with 8:15 remaining, they're going to try to kick the PAT here. Again, it's going to be Tate Cardwell. Snap is high, hold is up, kick is up, and it is good. Buffalo still lead, though, 28-14. We got a slugfest here in Pittsburgh County. 8:15 remaining in the second quarter on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC.
Vickers
Equal housing
Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAllister.
We're right here with you.
We're back underway as Piedmont will kick this one over to the 37-yard line, and the Buffaloes will move forward. Again, it's Braden Bumpus getting past the 45-yard line. We'll see where he stepped out of bounds. Oh, I thought he got past the 45. I think one referee is signaling him down at the 44 where he went out of bounds. The Wildcats scored again as it's 8:11 left to go here in the first half. Buffaloes leading 28-14. We have a drive summary. Phillip.
That was a 3-play, 67-yard touchdown drive that took 1 minute and 24 seconds off the clock. It was finished with a 63-yard touchdown run by Fuse Stein, and that is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
Yeah, Jaden Fuston right there with the sophomore with his first touchdown carry of the game. Now the Buffaloes trying to respond. 8:11 left to go here in the first half. Snap, and we have a false start. And a tackle after the play came out, but I think that's just bang-bang. I think Jordan Clark now the running back. Yep, Jordan Clark now the running back. Dakota Moten had the last touchdown run for the Buffaloes. Again, quick update on Eric McCarty since the crowd's kind of gotten away from him right now. He has an ice pack on his left knee. That thing is stretched out over on the bench over here. So that's the update that we have on him. 1st and 15 from their own 39. Buffaloes with the ball. Snap. Handoff. Clark finds a gap past the 40-yard line to the 41. But not much going on there. Maybe a gain of about 3. 2nd down and 12 coming up here for the Buffaloes. You got Richard LeBlanc tuning in as well. A lot of people tell him it's not to freeze. We are in the press box. Still not too warm in here. I mean, if we turn up the heater enough, we're being smoked out of here. If we don't turn up the heater enough, then we're being frozen. There's really no in between. It's like your shower. 2nd down and 12. Ball between the hash marks. Trips left. Snap. Handoff. Clark finds a gap past the 50-yard line. 1st down to the Piedmont 45-yard line. Needed 12, got 13. Jordan Clark, who's averaging 16.2 yards per carry on the season, gets the 1st down for the Buffaloes. The freshman checks out. Looks like checking in is Blaze Baugh. Man in motion. Buffaloes working tempo. Here's the snap. Handoff Baugh. Baugh finding another gap past the 40-yard line. He's breaking free over to the 30-yard line. Another 1st down run by the Buffaloes. Gain of 15 for Blaze Baugh. What's kind of funny here is both Baugh and Jordan Clark both came into this game with 340 yards on the ground. Exactly. And those last 2 runs by both Baugh and Clark have gotten the Buffaloes to the Piedmont 30-yard line with the ball between the hash marks.
Got to give the love and praise to the Hogzillas up front. These running backs are having holes that you can drive Mack trucks through. They are blowing the Piedmont defense off the ball.
Going to be another handoff over to Baugh. Baugh getting the corner around the right side inside the 25-yard line, and he's pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 5 or 6. 2nd down and medium-ish coming up for the Buffs with 6:37 left to go in the half, leading 28-14 over the Wildcats.
Buffaloes just go with power over there to the wide side of the field, getting out there into the flats with ball, allowing guys like Braden Bumpus and our right tackle Sean Perkins to be able to kick out over there. Nice play there by the Buffalo offense.
So 2nd down and 5. 2 receivers left. H-back tied in left side as well. Snap. Handoff. Ball. Finding another gap inside the 20-yard line. Oh, he shook him out of his shoes down to the 15-yard line, and that will get the Buffaloes into the red zone. Remodeling or building a house can be rough. McAllister Home Store can make it easier. Get flooring, backsplash, paint, and appliances. Plus, you can even get a free design consultation. That's McAllister Home Store. Down to the 15-yard line. The rushing game has been excellent for McAllister, as they're averaging 196.1 rushing yards on the season per game. They're getting close to that here in the first half if they haven't already passed that. Here's the snap. Once again, handoff Baugh. Right side, this time the Wildcats read it well. Gain of about 2 or 3 here for Blaze Baugh. as we have reached that midway point in the second quarter.
Good play there by the Wildcats. They were able to sense the backside counter coming, sit down. Blaze ball couldn't use the shiftiness there. Wildcats made a good play there defensively.
So only a 2-yard gain to the 13-yard line. Ball remains to running back, right side of Les now. Ball favoring the right hash. The snap, Les now, quick pass near side, caught by Lance again. Gets a good block by Lauerman inside the 10-yard line, and he gets down to the 6. Right near the first down marker. They're going to call him down at the 6.5. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. So that's 3rd down and 1 upcoming. And again, with McCarty out right now, your dozer package is going to be a little bit different if you decide to go with that. Instead, Braden Bumpus has been running the dozer package, and that's the man that's going to come out right now for the Buffs. Out of the dozer, he's been able to rush the ball 14 times this year for 58 yards and 4 touchdowns. The sophomore out of the dozer package, 3rd down and 1 from the 6 upcoming for the Buffs. Man in motion. The sophomore gets the ball, right side. Already has a gap, but he runs into his own man. Now bounces out to the right side. First down. Can he get more to the goal line? Did he score? He did. Braden Bumpus into the end zone. 34-14 the score. These Buffalo players have ice in their veins, and not because it's cold. They're just built that way. 4:45 left to go here in the first half, as the Buffalo offense has been near unstoppable here, and they're trying to be that way. As we're now at 4:45 left to go in the second quarter, Trenton Greer trying to make it 35 points for the Buffs. Can he do it? He does. Splits the uprights. Buffaloes lead 35-14. 4:45 left to go in the half here on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAllister.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister and let us make it happen for you.
So the Buffaloes are averaging 37 points per game on the season. They're at 35 points right now to the Wildcats 14 with 4:45 left to go in the second quarter. Here's the boot. We're going to have a fair catch at the 31-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats are going to start this drive. Phillip, we have another drive summary.
That was an 8-play, 56-yard touchdown drive. It took 3 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 6-yard run by sophomore Braden Bumpus. The PAT was good. And that was your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
The Buffalo defense was burned on a 63-yard run by Jaden Fuston on the last drive by the Wildcats. And again, the triple option, they can burn you real quick, and it did on that last play. Let's see what they do here on 1st down and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Wildcats handed the ball off, and straight up the gut goes Robles, who was a 150-yard rusher last week with 2 touchdowns. He gets a good gain of 5 to bring up 2nd down and 5 from their own 37. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Again, the Wildcats will get the ball to start off the second half. McAllister leading 35-14. Under center, Morris. Snap. Hand off again up the gut. And they're going to be caught at the 40-yard line, but did he get an extra push? He did. He was stood up at the 40-yard line, and then he got a push from one of his blockers to get him past that first down marker. So they get a gain of about 8 there on 2nd down and 5. And they'll move the chains to the 43-yard line. Clock continues to run, 4:04 left to go here in the half.
This triple option, it causes a lot of headaches there. And right now the Piedmont Wildcats going back up the middle.
And once again, up the middle. No, he didn't. What a fake. And once again, we're going to be having another long touchdown run. 57 yards to the end zone. On the give, again, he faked everybody out. Who is that?
Looked like number 1.
It is number 1. Colton Lucian The 5'10", 180 senior just down the far sideline. Again, faked out everybody in the stadium, and once again the Wildcats score quickly on the big play, a 57-yard touchdown run with 3:43 left to go here in the first half, and that's about your assignment. You have an assignment when you're on defense. Phillip, I think you're going to be talking about that a little bit later on when we come back from break, but again, you got to be sound, and right there the Buffaloes bid on the handoff of the middle, and once again just went right around the left side. But you have to be able to respect the middle because the Wildcats run that so well. Here's the PAT. We have a flag. The PAT was good, and both teams are making their way towards their respective sidelines, so this is probably going to be after the play as well. So we're going to take a break. Buffaloes still lead 35-21 with 3:43 left to go in the first half on KNED.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com. Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAllister, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
So the penalty was after the PAT, and it was on the McAlester Buffaloes, so this is going to put the Wildcats at the McAlester 45-yard line to keep this one away. McAlester had that too, and that led the Wildcats going for an onside, or the Buffaloes going for an onside kick, and that's what the Wildcats will do as well. It bounces, but I think the Buffaloes got back on it at the 35-yard line. Fielding it like a shortstop, I couldn't see the number, but he bodied it up, jumped on it, and the Buffaloes will get the possession at their own 35-yard line, which is still good field position, but compared to where they've started all their other drives, not so good. We have a drive summary for the Wildcats, once again a short one.
That was a 3-play, 68-yard touchdown drive that took 1 minute and 2 seconds off the clock. Finished with that 57-yard run by Colton Lucian. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
3:42 left to go in the half. Buffaloes leading 35-21 in the shootout here at the Hook. Les now the snap, handoff to Dakota Moten, waiting for a gap to open up. Nothing really did there. He's going to get 3 feet. 2nd down and 9 coming up. So the Buffaloes, if they can go on a little bit of a longer drive, again, you're not wanting to let the second quarter go by and not score, but you would like to be able to score and not give the Wildcats enough time to do so themselves before the end of the half, because Wildcats offense has found their groove, and they get the ball to start off the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we talk about this flex bone triple option offense being ran to a T, and you have a certain assignment. You got to stay home, and we're going to talk a lot about that here in the halftime show.
Trips right, snap, keeper, Les now. He gets a gap, presses the B button past the 40-yard line to the 41 after the spin move, and that brings up 3rd down and about 4. Buffaloes have 2 timeouts remaining. The Wildcats have all 3, and I think we're going to be having a timeout by the Wildcats be used here. We'll take it on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister and let us make it happen for you.
McAllister Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAllister Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAllister Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAllister Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season. McAllister
All right,
Pepsi
third down
has
and 4
got
coming up
what
to the
you
bus
need.
from their own
From
41-yard
food
line. It's
service
a
to
design
vending
quarterback
or just
keeper, and they've got a
plain
gap.
customer
Can
service,
Les now push himself
McAllister
forward?
Pepsi can hook
I think
you
he
up
might
with
be a
all
half a
your
yard
beverage
shy.
needs. We are not your
Yeah,
typical
he
soda
is.
company.
Fourth
McAllister
down and
Pepsi
one
is
will
the
be
total
upcoming for the
beverage
Buffs.
provider. From water to energy teas,
He was tackled
juice,
from behind.
and
The push
soda,
nearly got him
and so
past the
much
first
more.
down
Visit
marker,
us
but we
at
have fourth down and one coming up for the Buffaloes.
Or give us a call,
We have a
918
Wildcat timeout
423.
first. Again, we'll take another break here on KNED as we have Pepsi playing during that time. Let's go ahead and let's take
Since
another break.
1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAllister, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
So the Piedmont Wildcats used their second timeout after they used their first timeout, the play before that one. The Buffaloes have fourth down and 1 from their own 44-yard line. They can go for it here possibly with it being 4th and 1 from their own 44. They can risk that. With 2:27 left to go here in the half, Buffalo's leading 35-21. It's an interesting call here to see what they do regardless. Looks like they're going to go for it. Trips right, Moten on the right side of Les now. Big play, 4th and 1. Snap, keeper, Les now, right side, lowers his shoulder. He got past the 45. That'll move the chains to the 46. The muscle of Caden Les now keeps the McAllister drive alive.
Gutsy play call right there by the Buffaloes, but in order to win big-time matchups, you do have to roll with the gutsy play call, and I want to give a shout-out to the guts and the determination of Caden Les now. He was getting wrangled in like a calf at the National Finals rodeo and continued to move forward.
All right, so they add a receiver to take off a lineman. 1st and 10 from their own 46. Buffaloes have 2 minutes left to go in the half, leading by 2 scores. Near side pass caught by Watkins. Watkins down the near sideline. He's upended after he gets past the 50-yard line at the 46 after a gain of 8, but he doesn't get out of bounds, so the clock will continue to run. At that point, you might want to think about getting out of bounds because you didn't really have very much further to go, and the defensive back had you handled right there, but he stays in bounds, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 2. But the Buffaloes do have 2 timeouts to use.
Eli Chapman had a really good kick out on the inside backer to allow Ethan Watkins one-on-one with that cornerback.
Rolling out right after the snap. Les now looking downfield, just has to throw this one away. That'll stop the clock with 1:24 left to go here in the second quarter. Again, Les now ran the entire length of the field, and just no one opened up. So it looks like that dozer package is going to be coming back, and once again, it's been Braden Bumpus the one to be running the dozer package, with it being 3rd and 2. We've seen 3 different people run out of the dozer package this season. Obviously, Eric McCarty, Lance Stone at the earlier part of the season, and now Braden Bumpus is that guy. 3rd and 2 from the 46. Man in motion. Bumpus gets the snap, left side, waits for a gap to open, goes around the corner instead, runs over a dude to the 40-yard line after he got a 1st down. You can't tackle a brick wall like Bumpus. He'll make you pay. Does he get out of bounds, though?
I'm pretty sure he did, but the clock will stop anyways for a 1st down.
Right.
The power and just the monstrosity of a run. Like, we heard the crack of a helmet in the booth.
And we have a timeout called. I think this one by Piedmont as well. We'll take it right here on KNED.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAllister, Oklahoma, 74501.
You're joining us in the middle of play as we have a pass down the near sideline. Chaz Bradley can't make the catch as he was tiptoeing down the near sideline. He did a move to spin around and try to find the ball, and it just popped out of his hands. Not something you usually see from Mr. Bradley. If he would have made the catch, he would have been down inside the 15-yard line, but that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Again, there was not a timeout called there. For whatever reason, the officials decided to let both teams go to their sidelines, and they said, okay, nope, come back. So that's why we joined that play as it was happening. 2nd down and 10 for the Buffaloes from the Piedmont 39-yard line, 1:12 remaining in the second quarter. Buffaloes leading 35-21. Left hash, trips right, Les now in the gun. Snap, hand off, Dakota Moten. Moten going to be wrapped up, no gain. In on the tackle, number 25 of the Wildcats, that's their middle linebacker, Brogan Hardy, the 2-year starter, 6'2", 225-pound junior. And now we're under a minute left to go.
Coach Mays is calling timeout.
And, gosh, Coach Mazey's upset, too, because he called timeout quite a long time ago. That'll be a second timeout used, and we'll take one right here on KND.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAllister and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Buffaloes use their second timeout. They have one left, 53 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Buffaloes have the ball at the 38-yard line, but again, 3rd down and 9 upcoming. We have 2 receivers right, 1 left. H-back to the left side for the Buffs. Here we go. The snap, rolling out right, looking back door. Les now fires ahead for Watkins. It's one-on-one coverage. He goes up, and did he make the catch?
No.
No, it comes loose. Nearly a fantastic. He almost mossed a Piedmont defensive back, but he couldn't come up with the grab, and now the Buffaloes look like they're going to punt this one away.
That was a good play call there by the Buffaloes. Rolls out, goes backside onto the wheel. Ewart goes up to make the play. And a very athletic play there by the Piedmont Wildcats to be able to knock that one away, and a great play there by Watkins to try to bring it in.
So they're going to put everybody on the right side, like the entire side of the line over on the right side. Les now by himself. Here's the snap. And we got a weird thing going on there. Yeah, Piedmont's going to call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second one here on KNED.
CryoShock McAllister will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAllister, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAllister.
So the Wildcats burn their final timeout. That is going to be pretty important because if the Wildcats wanted to score before the end of the first half, they've had some big-time plays, but now they don't have any timeouts remaining. McAllister has one. It looks like Caden Luss now, who is the quarterback but also the punter, is back behind his own 45-yard line. The line moves over to the right side with about 4 players over to the left with the snapper. Here's the snap. Les now rolling right, looking downfield, tossing downfield. There's a wide open man. Owen Russell to the 10-yard line, to the 5. He'll score! On 4th down and 9, they go with the fake punt and found Owen Russell wide open. To the house on the prairie. The Buffaloes go up 41-21 with 35 seconds left to go in the half. Owen Russell has had 1 reception all season. What a time to have your second. Snap, hold, kick is up, and Greer splits the uprights. Buffaloes lead by double the score of the Wildcats with 35 seconds left to go in the half here on KNED.
KC Farm Machinery in McAllister is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAllister is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAllister Union Stockyards.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAllister Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Buffaloes score again. Caleb Judkins kicking again. End over end kick. That'll be fair caught at their own 27-yard line with 35 seconds left to go here in the half. But this is the big thing that McAllister needs to do. After they scored again to make it 42-21, they have to prevent the big play. Touchdown runs of 67 yards and 57, I believe. Yes, have been the offense right now for the Piedmont Wildcats outside of one drive. But we have a drive summary for the Buffs on their last scoring drive that was leading to a fourth down conversion for the Buffs.
That was a 10-play, 65-yard touchdown drive. Took 3 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 4th and 9 trick play pass from Caden Lesnat Owen Russell for a 38-yard touchdown. That's your drive summary, brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They're a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our Buffaloes.
Can the Wildcats score again on a big-time play? Morris pitches it out to the left side, and this time the Buffaloes read it like a book. Tackled down for no gain, and now we have it at 25 seconds left. I think that the Wildcats can snap it one more time if they want to, but they can also run this down to the end of the first half. Wildcats will get the ball to begin the second half. Coach Mazey telling the defense kind of back up a little bit just in case they do decide, they are going to snap it with 8 seconds. Morris under center. Snap. Handoff. No pitch again out to the left side. Can they make the tackle? There's one that's broken down the near sideline, 40-yard line, 45, and tackled out of the 50. There is a late hit. No flag. And that'll be the end of the first half. Buffaloes lead 42-21. The big play has kept Piedmont in this game, and not just in this game, but has kept McAllister from completely running away with it. We've had one stop by either team so far, and it was by the McAllister defense on the very first Piedmont drive of the game. Other than that, nothing but touchdowns for both these teams. Again, 42-21 McAllister leads going to the second half. Stick around for the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Pop Scuttlecorn, beginning shortly. This is Buffalo Football on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAllister and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAllister.
We're right here with you.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAllister, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAllister are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAllister. Whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma,
Hey guys, it's Sam.
McAllister.
Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister and let us make it happen for you.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com.
All right, we're at halftime at Hook Hill Stadium, First National Field. Our score at the half is McAllister 42 and the Piedmont Wildcats 21. Again, here on KNED 1150 AM and 98.3 FM. A lot of offense. I mean, we were looking at some scores from around the state, and especially in 5A. There's a lot of zeros and a lot of low-scoring games. I mean,
let me read 5A scores real quick.
Do that real quick for me because I want to see something.
Okay.
Read me off the scores just from 5A.
Right now, in the third, starting the third quarter.
Actually, let's go ahead and let's do our scoreboard update so that we don't have to do anything else here. But right now, again, 42-21 McAllister leading. Our scoreboard update is brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture. They're all stocked up with brand name high-end mattresses, including hybrids. We're going to sell them at discounted prices to save our customers money. Full size and queen size starting at $300, plus mini kings to choose from. Buy on time with 100 days, same as cash. No credit check needed. Or 0% for 12 months with approved credit. Stop in and see our quality furniture at affordable prices. Beautiful homes begin at Beautiful Rooms Furniture, 815 East Wyandotte, McAllister.
Okay, so we're going to start off locally. Right now, currently, Regent Prep. And the last update, it said it was 3 minutes ago, but it was in the first quarter, 41-14 Regent Prep. So it's looking like that one's on its way to maybe being a mercy rule. In Eufaula, Sequoia Claremore is currently up 21-7.
Okay.
And now,
let's look at some of the 5A scores.
Now the 5A scores. This is wild. Grove and Guthrie, 1 minute ago, it says that they are about to start the third quarter, but it might just be halftime. 7-0 Grove.
Okay.
Dale City, Carl Albert at the half, Carl Albert leads 6-0.
Okay.
Coweta McGinnis, 14-0 at the half.
Whoever wins this game, by the way, between McAllister and Piedmont, plays the winner of this game. So who's leading 14-0 at the half, though?
Bishop McGinnis.
Bishop McGinnis over Coweta right now. Right now, Coweta, the 5A1 1 seed. So all 5A3 teams right now are losing to 5A2 teams, or a 5A, I think Grove is over who right now?
Grove is over Guthrie.
Grove over Guthrie. So, again, the 5A2 matchups with the 5A3 teams, McAllister's the only one that's leading right now in 5A3. But this is what's wild. We have a combined 63 points in our game here. All the other 5A games combined, if you look at the scores, 27 points. There have been 63 scored in this one, 27 for all the other games combined. So much different. We're still playing football. This isn't a basketball score, I promise you.
This gives me very strong Baker Mayfield, Pat Mahomes gang vibes.
A little bit. I mean, like I said, when you're looking at all the other games in 5A right now being low-scoring games, and really, if you take away, I mean, you can't really take it away because it's led to 14 points. But if you take away 2 big plays by Piedmont, McAllister's defense has been really good, and we're going to be talking about that with our halftime stats a little bit later on in the halftime show. But that sends me right into me asking you about your opinion of the first half. By the way, before we do anything, Buffalo Halftime Show is brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. What was your opinion on the first half?
I mean, you did exactly what we talked about in the pregame. You want to jump out on these dudes. You want to punch them in the mouth. And, you know, one of two things are going to happen. They're either going to fold or they're going to stand up and fight. You went down the field 11 yards, 11 yards, 11 yards. You got the touchdown. Well, then you were able to force the turnover on downs, and then you went right back down the field and scored again.
I think they've only faced like 2 or 3 third downs this entire game so far.
And then you onside kicked it and scored again.
Yeah, that was huge. That's so far the play of the game so far. It's getting that onside kick recovery.
Absolutely. And, you know, you forced Piedmont, whose offense is based on chewing up clock, moving some yardage, chewing up clock, moving some yards, to holy moly, what do we got to do to be able to get that? Because we don't just have to score 21. We got to score 28 and stop them from scoring.
Which they haven't been able to do at that point in the game.
And so McAllister's done everything that you wanted them to do. They've been physical. They've clogged up some gaps. Only thing that I would say do different, and Coach Seth Burgess, Coach Kevin Harmon, Mark Zurovitz, those guys are about to get in the locker room. They have everything that they need, that they're going to walk in there and show these kids, hey, this is what's going on. Because when this triple option is being ran, you're going to get the ball that hands off into the fullback's gut going up the middle. But you have got to stay home backside and not sell out and go towards the inside for an inside run. Because with a team like this, and Colton Lucian, and Fustine, who is just burning you right now on the outside because you're not staying home. If you stay home and help force that, it's going to allow your guys such as Chaz Bradley and those guys, because we're not playing traditional corners out there to be able to help. They're all inside because all 11 guys are within the tackle box.
Yep, so this is what the scoring was like. He already mentioned it, up to 21-0. After Buffaloes went up 21-0, they went on a long drive like we were talking about. It took up half a quarter in game time. 6 minutes and 16 seconds, 13 plays to put up 7 points. Then the Buffaloes only needed 2 minutes and 7 seconds to put up another touchdown, 6-yard touchdown run by Dakota Moten. Then this is where Piedmont has been staying alive, the big play, which is like you were saying the Buffaloes need to do better at in the second half, which we're going to be speaking about it in our keys to the second half later on in the halftime show. They had a 63-yard touchdown run by Fustin, and then the Buffaloes, a little bit of a longer drive for them, went 3 minutes and 26 seconds, a 6-yard touchdown run by Braden Bumpus, and then 3 plays later, a 57-yard touchdown run by Lucian. And then the Buffaloes went down the field. Now, this is where you start to see a little bit of improvement for Piedmont, because before then they had not been able to stop McAllister at all. They were able to force McAllister into 2 different fourth downs. McAllister successfully converted a 4th down and 1 from their own 40-yard line. And then later on, they were able to get a fake punt, 4th down and 9, found Owen Russell open over the middle of the field. 2nd reception of the season for a touchdown. And he's near 100 yards receiving, by the way, on those 2 catches. The first one went for 35 yards. So that's been the scoring so far in the first half for the Buffs and for the Piedmont Wildcats. And we also have to mention this. Man, you didn't get to see it if you were listening on radio, obviously, and you didn't get to see it if you're watching the In the Booth call on YouTube. But Eric Bacardi was carted off at halftime. And whenever you see a guy carted off, that usually means, especially when it's so far late in the season, that their season's over. And again, I hope that's not the case, but it doesn't mean good news. He couldn't put any weight on his left leg when he was getting off the field. So, if this is his last game as McAlester Buffalo, man, what a career. He holds the touchdown record for McAlester in a career, holds the single-season touchdown record for rushing by Buffalo. He's broken it twice when it comes to single-season touchdown runs, and also 33 yards away from breaking the McAlester high school career rushing record. So if this is the last time you see him again, we want to thank McCarty for all he's done for the last 4 years. The dude's been a workhorse. They don't know how much he plays on both sides of the ball. I mean, you see him run the ball, like I said, in the state championship game, had 31 carries for 268 yards and 4 touchdowns, but then also led both teams in tackles with 14. So, again, he's been a workhorse. Eric, we hope that you have a speedy recovery. We thank you for everything you've brought over to the McAlester High School football program, and again, we're hoping for a speedy recovery, and hopefully it's not too bad. That's all we can wish for right now. So we do need to be able to mention that for anyone that missed it in the first half. It looked like a tackle, but as soon as he landed on the ground, he was in pain there. So
I want to give a quick change to our drive chart that we have.
Okay.
The 2 long touchdowns.
One was by Houston.
No, they were not. They were both by number 4, Brady Tabor, as Stats Barnett has sent our stats to us.
I think we might have to talk to the stats about that one because Brady Tabor is not on the starting roster here for the Wildcats. So I think that is Jaden Houston. I think he just missed the number there.
Yes, I was because
he has number 4 as it, but I believe it's number 2. I think that's Jaden Houston. So
they came in and I was just trying to cheat, and just kind of look, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I have 2 different guys.
I think it's Houston as well, but. And number 1 scored the last one. It was Lucian that scored the last one because we both saw that was number 1.
Yeah,
so
and it was a 57-yarder, right?
That was a 57-yarder. So
and he has the
stats is awesome, by the way. I want to go ahead and mention that. But that I think that Lucian absolutely scored the last touchdown run, and I think the one before that was Houston because I don't have Tabor as the starting roster for the Wildcats. But again, difference maker first half for the Buffs. Hard to pick one.
Yeah, it's hard to pick just one difference maker.
I got you. Offensive line.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We kind of quit saying offensive line because we felt like it was a cheat. But when you look at how effective this offense has moved, they have moved like a well-oiled machine because of the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
The running backs are literally being able to tiptoe through the backfield because they know that line is about to just open up.
Whatever runner you have, whatever rusher you have is getting good gains, and that's due to your offensive line. They've been absolutely excellent.
I want to give a shout-out. Noah Leonardo. They threw Noah in at left guard because we're playing a lot of Case and Whitley on the defensive line in the 4-man front. So Noah Leonardo, if I had to pick one specific player, the kid gets thrown into the fire in the quarterfinals and was blowing holes for the running back.
Yeah, so there you go. Again, I think it's pretty unanimous difference maker in the first half of the McAlester Buffaloes offensive line. We'll take a 30-second break. We're going to be looking at some first half stats when we come back here on KNED.
through.
We've been on mute there.
Oh, we were on mute that whole time?
During the stats.
Oh, okay.
During the stats, we've been on mute. Sorry for anyone that wanted stats. You don't get it. We've already talked about it all over the radio now.
But no, you got to stay home. That's where Piedmont's getting all their yardage from. They're killing you with the long run. You just got to be disciplined, stay home, know your assignment, force that ball back in, and let the cavalry come to you. Offensively, just Hogzillas, baby. Hogzillas keep eating it up because the way that they're moving the football right now offensively with the line pushing, they haven't stopped you yet. And if you just keep your motor churning the way that you have been in the first half, it could be a record-breaking night at the Hook. We could light up a scoreboard.
Really could. 42 points in the first half. The Buffaloes do not get the ball to start the second half. That's the Piedmont Wildcats. So we'll see how McAllister responds as we begin the second half. Again, 42-21. Looks like we're going to be back in about 3.5 minutes right here on KNED. This has been the Buffalo Halftime Show, by the way, brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAllister, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
McAllister Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAllister Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAllister Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAllister Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAllister, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAllister and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
CryoShock McAllister will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAllister, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAllister.
We're about 30 seconds away from beginning the second half. You're listening to McAllister Football here on KNED. The Buffaloes lead 42-21, about to begin the third quarter. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, along with Phillip Jewell Jr. With me in the booth, the Wildcats get the ball to start off the second half as we're about to have kickoff, brought to you by Jet Tire Service. For great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kenda, and Cooper tires for your car, truck, or SUV, see Jet Tire Service in McAlester, serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. Again, Buffalo Roll Call, let us know where you're listening from or watching from if you're watching the In the Booth call on our YouTube channel. Again, that's at Buff Sports Radio, and we're about to begin the second half here in just a moment. Again, we have also my cousin Becky tuning in. I didn't get to her earlier, and Zach Freestad tuning in as well. Again, the Buffaloes, one of the best support teams, one of the best teams with the best support in the state of Oklahoma. That's almost a guarantee. They travel extremely well, and they are, once again, showed up in the frigid conditions here tonight. As I'm looking at my app right now, it's 32 degrees, and it feels like 26. And this crowd is not let up at all. So Judkins, with the ball at the 40-yard line, will kick it off to the Wildcats. Will we continue to have a shootout? We'll see. Here's the boot. End-over-end kick. That'll be grabbed at the 32-yard line. They called for a fair catch, and that is where the Wildcats are going to start this drive at their own 33-yard line. So again, the Wildcat offense had over 200 yards rushing in the first half. But again, over 100 of those yards came on 2 carries. Can the Buffaloes stop the big play? We'll find out if they make any adjustments here in the second half. But other than the big play, McAllister's defense has been really good. They just have to stay, like you said, true to their assignments, like you said, in the first half. It's been a lot of Jaden Fuston, who's been the slot back. Right now under center, Mars. Here's the snap out of the flex bone. Handoff. Cannon Wood is caught and tackled down. Looks like the first person there was Pfeiffer Mitchell. That's going to be no gain on the carry. Maybe even a loss, it looked like at first. That's going to be second down and 10.
Yeah, that should have been a loss because Pfeiffer Mitchell came like he was shot out of a cannon is the best way I could put it. Makes the first contact, and that's why my arms are in the air. I thought that was a loss of 2 yards.
Second down and 10, though, coming up for the Wildcats from their own 33. Man in motion, snap. Option, tackled down in the backfield. They weren't having any of it. They read it like a book. Coming up with the tackle, Jaden Shumway. That's going to be a loss of a yard to bring up third down and 11. I thought that was more than a loss of a yard.
Yeah, that was a loss of about at least 3. They should have, because he tackled him at the 30.
They were going for the option play that McAllister's bid on 1,000 times before, it seems like, in this game. But that time, read it perfectly. That brings up third down and 11. Passing situation here for the Wildcats. Man in motion, the snap. Mars going back to pass. Southpaw throw. It's caught wide open. And tackled on the other side of the 50 at the 41-yard line. McAllister let them get past him. It was number 24, Lane Whitworth, the 6'1", 170 sophomore that just raced in front of the defensive backs for the Buffaloes, and that extends the drive. When you force a flexbone team into third and 11, you can't let them get that. That puts them at the McAllister 42-yard line, right between the hash marks. Snap, handoff, Cannon Wood is tackled, but he's pushing those legs past the 40-yard line to about the 39. That'd be a gain of 3. Now, the Buffalo offense has been unstoppable, literally. They have not been stopped in the first half, but you don't want to keep on banking on your offense continuing to do that. So you want to be able to hold the Wildcats here.
Yeah, with that third down and 11 there was the perfect time for McAllister to get off the field. They let the receiver slide behind him because that was only the second pass attempt there by the Wildcats all night long.
That's right.
Something the Buffalo's got to be watching for.
Second down and 7 under center, Morris. Man in motion, snap. Option play. Morris is going to be tackled for a loss of at least 1. The defensive line now is collapsing on the offensive line of the Wildcats. That's just simply put, the D-line is getting there before Morris can even think.
Will Spears there getting pulled back by his teammates. Him and a Wildcat were talking. Now Garrett Shumway has got to leave the conversation as he was going to help protect the baby.
They're putting it at the 39-yard line. He never got to the 39.
He didn't get to the
that was a loss of 1. But they're going to keep him at the 39. That was a clear loss of a yard. But they're going to keep it at third down and 7. From the 39-yard line. Again, under center, Mars. Another passing situation here for the Wildcats. The snap. Handoff, no keeper by Mars. Mars past the 35-yard line. Does he spin over a Buffalo to get the first down? It's close. No, he did not get the first down. A yard shy, so fourth down and 1 upcoming here for the Wildcats. Buffaloes can force the turnover on downs, but they have to be able to get them to get no gain or even a loss here, which has been hard to do against the Wildcats offense. 4th and 1 from the Buffalo 33, left hash. Morris under center. Snap, they're going to go with the QB sneak, and they're going to get the first down out to the 30-yard line. But this is what you like for the Buffaloes. If you're going to have the Wildcats go down the field on you, you want them to earn it, which 2 of the touchdowns that the Wildcats have had, they have been able to get long touchdown runs. When the Wildcats are down by 21 points, it's okay if that clock churns down a little bit and ticks.
Absolutely, because if you make the Wildcats work for it, they're going to use that short yardage plays, and then they're going to ruin the clock, which is their friend, and they want to win.
First down and 10 from the 30. Handoff, good hole, but the Buffaloes claps on it quickly. Cannon Wood, and we have a flag coming in. There's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, Will Spears at the very end, his hand got to the face mask.
As he was going down, too.
It didn't look like it was going to be a 15-yarder, but it might have. He might have got a little jerk. We'll see what they call.
It could be a hands to the face. That's a face mask. That is a 15-yarder. Only their 4th penalty of the game, but that's going to put the Wildcats inside the red zone. And that's going to be close to the 15-yard line. Actually, it's past the 15. Down to about the 13-yard line. By the way, Avion Simon, Buffalo alum, checking in from Henderson State University. Let's go Buffaloes. Thank you for tuning in, Avion. Buffalo's doing you proud right now, especially that offensive line. First down and 10 from the 14.
Got to be careful there, defense, where you put your hands when you go down to make a tackle.
Snap handoff, Cannon Wood up the middle. Cannon Wood, he is carrying Buffalo defenders to the 1-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 13 to bring up first and goal from the 1. Clock stops, now continues. 8 minutes remaining in the first. Wildcats trying to finish the job.
They've used over 4 minutes on this drive. That's what the Buffaloes wanted to do, make them eat clock.
Wood, the handoff up the middle. Did he get the goal line, though? He did. Wildcats score, and once again, other than one drive by the Wildcats, neither team has been able to stop the other. 7:48 left to go in the third quarter. Buffaloes lead 42-27. This is also a little bit different, with the snowy conditions that the Wildcats faced last week. They went for 2 points many times. They actually had 5 conversions on 2-point attempts last week. They haven't been able to have to do that so far tonight. They're going to be going for their 4th PAT attempt to try to pull them back within 14. Snap is high, hold, kick is blocked! It's blocked! And the Buffaloes are going to have a 15-point lead with 7:48 left to go here in the third quarter on KNED.
KC Farm Machinery in McAllister is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAllister is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAllister Union Stockyards.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAllister Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're joining us in the middle of an onside kick attempt by the Piedmont Wildcats, and they recover. Again, we are coming in late. These two teams, special teams, are quick to get on the field, but the Wildcats go for an onside kick, and they get it at their own 47-yard line, or excuse me, at the McAllister 47-yard line. But there is a discussion over on the far sideline. Piedmont recovered. It's going to be Piedmont Wildcat football. Again, when Piedmont hasn't been able to stop McAllister's offense, why not? So they go for it, and it ends up paying off. And now the ball's going to be on the left hash. McAllister up by 15, 42-27 with 7:48 left to go in the third. Here's the snap. Morris going to keep it. Morris forward. Morris breaking loose inside the 35-yard line, inside the 30, down to the 26. That's a first down for the Wildcats on a big run. We have a drive summary, though, for the Wildcats on their last drive.
That was a 9-play, 67-yard touchdown drive. Took 4 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock. Finished with a 1-yard touchdown run there by Wood. That is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
So now the Wildcats have all the momentum. They scored, and they get the onside kick recovery. They can make this a one-score game. At the Buffalo 26, snap, handoff, Robles trying to muscle his way forward, and we have one Wildcat that got spun all the way down to the 15-yard line. We're going to have a short gain there. Well, I thought there was a short gain. Where are they going to calm down at? Looks like the 24-yard line. That should be a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Looks like 3, second down and 7. Under 7 minutes left to go in the third.
Buffalo defense is going to have to stand up big after the Wildcats got the onside kick. Right here is where you're going to need to get creative, slam down like you were doing, and not allowing the Wildcats to move the football at the beginning of their drive on their last drive.
Mars under center again, man in motion, snap. They're going to toss it out over to Houston. Houston getting to the 20-yard line, to the 18, and he's going to be tackled down at the 16, but we do have a flag over at the 24-yard line, and that's where Coach Mazey is pointing at right now. And I'm also looking over at Coach Cricket. He's at the 41, signaling hold.
Houston with the carry.
That was about as blatant of a hold as I've seen one. I saw a bunch of black jerseys just getting pulled.
A personal foul, face mask too on the defense. But there was also, or was it just a face mask?
Just a face mask.
So they're not going to call the hold, it's just the face mask. So back-to-back drives with McAllister having face mask penalties. And that puts them inside the 10-yard line down to the 6, but they missed a hold.
Yeah, every single one of the coaches on the coaching staff, they were all signaling hold, and they were shocked.
Yeah, I am too.
When the McAllister jerseys are that tight and one of them pulls out like that, like you know that there was a hold, just a missed call there.
Wildcats could really change this game around. It looks like they've been playing catch-up all game, but this is a chance for them to pull within a score. Down by 15 under center. Snap. Handoff up the middle. Robles bounces off a tackle, gets to the 1-yard line and stood up there. Second down and goal. Looks like from the 2, actually. So 6:17 left to go in the third. Buffaloes leading 42-27 in what has been an absolute slugfest. Again, the Buffaloes haven't really been able to stop the Piedmont Wildcats offense other than the first drive that they had. Buffalo defense, Piedmont defense, same way. Snap. Mars keeps it up the middle. Mars gets across the goal line. Mars is going to score, and we're a PAT away from it being PAT away from it being a one-possession game. They can try to make this an 8-point game if they get the PAT here. The last one was blocked. 5:58 left to go in the third. By the way, Diana Buck tuning in says, I like listening to you and watch you work at the same time. LOL, go Buffs. We thought this might have been a bad idea when we started this. They're going to go for 2 to try to make this a 7-point game. Mars under center. Ball from the 2.5. Man in motion. Snap. Mars, left side. There's a false start. Geez, I don't know why it took that long.
Everybody left except the center.
Yeah. False start. Everyone but the center. So now, does that change the plans? It should. Probably going to be a long PAT now instead.
And here comes the kick team.
That's the first false start we've seen from the Wildcats so far today, I believe.
Second.
Second, thank you. So now this makes it, where's the ball going to be put at now? About the 7? There's going to be a 24-yard attempt for the PAT. So it doesn't make it easy. So Mars is the holder. And it's number 92. That's Chase Duke, the freshman, to try to make this a 8-point ball game and a one-possession game. Big PAT here. Long snap. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is good. Squeaked inside the left upright. 8-point ball game. Buckle in, folks. 5:58 left to go in the third here on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAllister and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
So the Wildcats go for another onside kick. We don't want to miss this one, so we're keeping it at 30 seconds for the commercial break there. 5:58 left to go here in the third quarter. They got the last onside kick attempt and recovered, and it looks like they're about to do the same thing again. Tate Cardwell getting ready to go for an onside kick attempt over to that far sideline. Can the Buffaloes recover this time? Ethan Watkins over there. Here's the kick. It's going to be a pooch kick instead. This one goes deep. It bounces. It's still on the turf. No one went after it. And I think the Wildcats got another onside kick attempt. Now the Buffaloes could have actually just went up and got that one. Everyone left it alone, and the ball bounced, and it stayed on the green turf of Hook Hill Stadium First National Field, and the Wildcats went and grabbed it inside the 40-yard line. So a disaster brewing here for the Buffaloes. It was a 42-21 game going into the second half. A long touchdown drive by the Wildcats. Got an onside kick. Did it again.
That one wasn't an onside. That was just
a pooch kick.
Just a pooch kick that the Buffaloes just left alone and didn't go to it.
So now they could tie up the game on this drive. The Buffalo offense has not snapped the ball in the second half. It's been all Wildcat offense. You need to dig deep. You got to get a stop. Under center, Mars. Snap. Handoff. Up the middle, Cannon Wood powers his way to the 35-yard line for a gain of 4. That's going to bring up second down and 6.
You're this Buffalo defense. You're starting to get tired, but there's got to be a beast inside of you, because this offense has yet to see the field. It's been all you right now. You're going to have to dig deep, get a stop, try to get a turnover, punch at the football if you can.
You haven't seen a turnover so far today. Snap. Handoff, Cannon Wood right up the gut, first down. Inside the 30-yard line to about the 28. Needed 6, got 7. Buffaloes, like I said, their defense really tired. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, but again, don't think it's the time to use one right now. You just got to be able to, like we said, dig deep to get a stop. Because not only is the defense tired, the offensive line's got to be too for the Wildcats. Snap. Handoff. Wood again up the middle. This time doesn't get much. Maybe about a gain of 3 to bring up second down and 7. 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, but the end result of this drive could lead to a tie ball game, which, with the way that the McAllister offense was rolling, seemed like that was an impossibility at halftime. But a couple of kicks and special teams have gone back over to the Wildcats. An onside kick and then a pooch kick that the Buffaloes left alone. 2nd and 7. Snap, option play, kicking it out right, open space, block in the back, missed call inside the 15-yard line. Ball came loose and the Buffaloes on it. The Buffaloes get on it after a fumble. Ball don't lie, partner. Ball don't lie on that one. There was a block in the back over here on the right side that was missed, and then like 5 feet later, the ball gets popped loose and the Buffaloes jump on it. And now you can wipe the sweat off your brow for the moment. The Buffalo offense is going to get the ball, but they have to try to drive down 87 yards to score, as it feels like we're in a race right now to the finish line. And the Buffaloes are just trying to stay ahead. 4:33, the Buffalo defense gets that big turnover, and McAllister leads by 8, 42-34. Ball in the near hash, trips right. Blaze Ball, the running back. Here's the snap. Handoff. Ball right side. Ball cuts it back left. Ball up the middle. Past the 20-yard line. Good gain by the senior. The transfer from Tallahassee gets to the 21-yard line. And that brings up second down, and looks like 2, and that's what they're going to say on the scoreboard. 4:13 remaining in the third.
Great play there by the defense, and I spoke about, try to get the turnover, and a great play there. Looked like Owen Russell making the trail, popping the ball out.
Near side, screen pass caught by Watkins. Watkins dances right past the man, down the near sideline, track from behind, and he's tackled past the 35-yard line, but the Buffalo offense gets a first down. That brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land, or a rural home, call Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at 918-284-12 12-33. So the ball over to the 36-yard line, still in McAllister's territory. But the Buffaloes kind of like burning a little bit of time right here. They don't have to go too quickly. 17 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion's Watkins. They're going to give it off over to Ball. Ball right side. There's the gap you wanted. He dances around an ankle tackle, stays on his feet, and then he's chopped down at the 44-yard line. Another great hole opened up by the offensive line for another gain of about 8. They're going to say he was down at the 43. Now they're moving him over to the 44. 2nd down and 2 upcoming. Ball's going to come out. Jordan Clark coming in.
And if you're the Buffaloes, like you mentioned, Brandon, let the clock roll right here. The clock is your best friend, and it's the Wildcats' worst enemy with the way that they like to run the offense and eat the clock. If you can march this ball down the field, chew up clock and score, and force them to be back down 2 scores.
2nd and 2. Snap. Les now. Screen pass, far side, caught by Bradley. Bradley up the middle, past the 50-yard line. He's grabbed up high. No flag, but he gets the first down. Now to the midfield. That'll move the chains again for the Buffaloes. And also you got to credit not just the blocking of the offensive line, but the blocking by some of the slot receivers to lead to some of these first down catch and goes right now for the Buffaloes. And one thing that I'm kind of looking for, I'm also looking for maybe possibly Jackson Lauerman to start maybe get a catch here and go pretty soon. He's been really working as a blocker right now. Here's the snap with a man in motion. They're going to give it off over to Bradley. Bradley trying to get around the corner. He does. To the 46-yard line, to the 45, another gain of about 5, maybe 6. I think that the Buffaloes got away with the hold there.
Yeah, just might have got away with the little one there on the outside. They missed one on the...
Yeah, they did miss one on the they missed one on the Piedmont Wildcats on the drive before the fumble. So that, not really a makeup call, but again, they're letting them play a little bit there. 2nd down and 5.
Malachi Rice has checked in.
Under 2 minutes left to go in the third. Buffaloes with a 1-score lead. Clark on the left side of Les now. 8 to snap it. The line, the tight ends and the H-backs move in motion to the other side of the line. 3 to snap it. Here it is. Handoff, Clark. Clark around the corner. No gain. Violent collision. As once again, number 25, Brogan Hardy, the physical middle linebacker, coming and making the tackle to bring up, again, 3rd and 5 with under 90 seconds remaining in the third.
This right here feels like a very big play for the McAllister offense. You got 5 yards you're going to need to get. The offense has been moving really well. And like you said, partner, now might be a really good time to maybe slide Action Jackson out the back door.
He's over there on the far side, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Here's the snap. Handoff, Baugh met in the backfield, tries to push off a man, and he's tackled for a big loss. They're going to call us forward progress for only a loss of a yard or maybe 2. But, boy, he got hit hard. He tried to shove off a defender. Nothing really going on there. That's going to be a loss of 2 to bring up 4th down and 7. And we might have the first punt of the day here for the Buffs. We have an official's timeout right now. The official's making Baugh come out because I think he lost his helmet during that play. So Les now, again, went for a fake punt to end off the first half, which seems to be huge right now because it led to a touchdown, obviously, on that pass over to Russell. So Les now is going to back up. Looks like he's going to punt. 37 seconds left to go here in the third. Here's the snap. It's high. Les now grabs it and punts this one away. End over end, bouncing inside the 15, and it just dies there. Really at the 17-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats are going to start this drive. So we have had one stop up until the last drive by the Wildcats, and we get 2 in the last 2 drives by both teams. 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 8-point game. McAllister is leading currently 42-34. 2 onside kick recoveries. Well, 1 onside kick recovery and another one that they just were able to grab that the Buffaloes didn't get around has led to it being this score right now. That was the only drive by McAllister's offense in the third quarter. Under center, Mars. Man in motion, looks like a false start they got away with. Robles is going to be tackled for little to no gain. And we'll see if they snap it one more time before the end of the quarter. 13 seconds, but right now the Wildcats aren't worried about time anymore because they have the whole fourth quarter to do something. They're going to carry it into the fourth quarter, put those fours up in the air, Buff fans. McAllister leading 42-34 here in the quarterfinals on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
We head to the fourth quarter, 2nd down and 9 upcoming for the Piedmont Wildcats. 42-34. The Wildcats, this is their fourth drive of the second half. McAllister has had one after 2 recoveries by the special teams unit of the Wildcats. Man in motion, here's the snap, handoff, pitch, no late out to the right. Robles runs into his own man. He's going to be tackled near the line of scrimmage, maybe even a loss. Robles there on the pitch. That brings up 3rd down and long.
Mars is speaking with the official. Don't know what that was about, but right there they run the pitch. They hit Robles on the option, and he just runs into his own man.
I think he had a hold, too, if he doesn't run into his own guy.
Absolutely. He just ran into the back of Lucian, and he had a hold. Stay home. Stay with the receivers. This is what happened last time.
Morris, man in motion, snap. Gonna pass, looking middle, tossing over the middle into triple coverage, incomplete. 4th and 9 upcoming. And looks like we might be having the first punt by the Wildcats today. As we have 4th and 9. Again, it'd be a bold move to go for it here on 4th and 9.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pay off.
Could be the last game of the season. Can't hold anything back, Brent. 11:20 left to go in the game. And you also have Chaz Bradley, who in the special teams department is averaging 20.2 yards per return. His longest has been 58 this year. That was over in Durant, I believe. Here's a snap. It's really high, but it's gathered back. Punt is away, end over end. It's kind of shanked. It is shanked. It's going to go out of bounds inside the Piedmont 40-yard line. This is a chance for the Buffaloes to put this game away.
Yes, sir. This is going to be a big drive right here by the Buffaloes. 11-12 left to go in the game. And you're up 8 right now, and if you can go score and get this one into the end zone, you can really put those pressure on the Wildcats.
So ball's going to be at the 37-yard line. McAllister's last drive stalled out around the 40, but they begin this drive at the Piedmont 37. I mean, really every drive in the playoffs is your drive of the season, but this one you could really say is. Ball's on the left hash. Dakota Moten, the running back, going to be on the right side of Les now. 11-12 remaining here in the game. Les now the snap. Handoff, Moten up the middle. There's a gap. Good gain on 1st down of about 5. They were able to do that before they had a punt last time out, so let's see what they can do on 2nd down. 2nd and 5 upcoming.
Good play there by the Buffaloes, and you saw the offensive line, Noah Leonardo, getting the pull, getting up in front of Dakota Moten, allowing him to find a guy to get behind. As Leonardo checks out, we have a new package coming for the Buffaloes, but just great testament of this offensive line being able to make a hole and allow the Buffaloes to pick up that much-needed yardage to keep in front of the chains.
2nd down and 5, ball right between the hash marks at the 32 of Piedmont. Snap, Les now, keeping it himself, right side, design quarterback keeper, right up the gut, 1st down Buffalo, spinning past the 25-yard line after the B-button move by Les now for the 1st down. Brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or a rural home, call Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at 918-284-1233. Offensive line again, man. Buffaloes have been winning this game in the trenches.
Absolutely, knocking the Wildcats off the ball, winning it right there on the run game. Quarterback counter, that left side just pulling, making holes.
Right hash, 1st down and 10, handoff Moten. Moten needs a block, gets one to the 15-yard line, to the 10, needs to beat one man, goes for the pylon, he knocked it over, is he in? No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 1. They're going to say he stepped out of the 1 before he got into the end zone, but that'll move the Chains Buffaloes into the red zone, the McAllister Home Store red zone. If you need tile, carpet, or luxury vinyl, McAllister Home Store can help. Free measurements and quality installers. Come see them at 5th and Wyandotte. Buffaloes can make this a 2-score game again. 42-34 at the 1-yard line. Looks like they're about to go dozer. They won't go under center like they did earlier in the game. Just straight dozer, ball on the right hash. Bumpus at the head of it. Man in motion's Russell. Snap, right side. Bumpus follows his blockers into the end zone. The sophomore scores to make it 48-34, and the Buffaloes 2 points away from a 50-burger here in the quarterfinals. Touchdown, McAllister. Braden Bumpus' second touchdown run of the night, his 6th on the season, and Trenton Greer on to attempt the PAT. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. It's a 15-point ball game, 49-34, 9:52 left to go in it here on K&ED.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAllister.
We're right here with you. We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAllister, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
So the Buffaloes score to make it 49-34. Caleb Judkins getting ready to kick it off for the Buffaloes. Here is the kick. It's going to be another pooch kick, end over end, fair caught at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats are going to start this drive. Buffaloes lead by 15, under 10 minutes left to go in the game. Phillip, we got a drive summary.
Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. That was a 4-play, 37-yard touchdown drive that took 1 minute and 20 seconds off the clock, capped off with a 1-yard touchdown run by Braden Bumpus. That is your drive summary, brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
So first down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 35-yard line. Can the Buffalo defense prevent long plays as Morris is under center near hash? Man in motion. Reverse. Handoff. Buffaloes read it well. We might have a gain of a yard. But on top of the pile, I know Malachi Rice got in on that. I think he was the first man there. On top of the pile was Will Spears. They're going to give him a gain of 1, second down and 9. That's what you want to do on first down.
That play right there was made a lot by Malachi Rice, just reaching out, using it, knowing how long his arms are, getting a hold of Robles, and allowing the cavalry to get to him, what we've been talking about.
6'5" junior Malachi Rice at the defensive end spot. Second and 9, man in motion. Handoff. Cannon Woods met from the backfield. I think he was spun forward for a yard or maybe 2. But Garrett Shumway coming in to make the tackle, shoved the center aside and says, I'll take a tackle. And we have third down and looks like 7 coming up.
Big play right here by the Buffaloes. You know what's coming. It's third down and 7. You got to be able to stay true to your assignment. The option play is always going to be there, but you also have got to be able to release with these receivers and tight ends if they go out for a pass being on third down and long.
Ball favoring that far hash. Morris under center, man in motion. Here's the snap. Option, fakes it. Morris is tackled. Oh, we have a late flag coming in too, though. This is going to be over where number 68, Ty Bohuslavaki, was thrown down at. Is it on McAllister? If it is, it'll give the Wildcats a first down after they weren't able to convert on third. It's going to be on the Wildcats because the head official is asking Coach Mazey what he wants to do. I think he might say, do it. It's on the Wildcats. Let's see what it is. Chop block. Chop block, it's declined, and now bring up fourth down and 7. Coach Mazie thought about it. He asked Coach Burgess and a couple other coaches what he thought they wanted to do. He decides, you know what? We got him on 4th and 7. It was no gain on the carry. Let's see what they can do here. The Buffaloes can force a turnover on downs here and get the ball back, leading by 15 with 8.5 minutes if they can do it here. Mars under center, ball far hash. Big play in this one. Here's the snap. Gonna pass it. Rolling out left, throws it up for grabs, is wide up in the air, and it's bouncing and incomplete. It was up for grabs, and running and making a fantastic play was Owen Russell in coverage. And the Buffaloes are going to get the turnover on downs with a chance to slam the door shut on this game. This one's going to be at the 38-yard line of Piedmont, where McAllister's going to take over with 8:20 left to go in the game.
Malachi Rice snuffed it out perfectly, got in the face of Joshua Mars. He was forced to get that ball up into the air and float it over there and allowed the Buffaloes to get to make their way to the receiver. Great play there all around by the Black Death defense. Great play call by defensive coordinator Seth Burgess.
Boy, it feels like Malachi Rice has been unstoppable in like the last 3 or 4 weeks, hasn't it? He has been on a tear. Left hash, Blaze Ball, the running back for Caden Less now. Snap, handoff ball, waiting for a gap to open up. He just runs into his own man. There was a gap for a little bit. I think he just misread it there as Zach Rogers was like, follow me, but he ran into looked like his right guard, Connor Fields. That's gain of 2, though, still. 2nd down and 8.
They're trying to work that counter up the middle with Blaze Ball. He waits for the offensive line to create a hole. And it looked like maybe Kason Whitley or Zach Rogers might have actually outran Blaze Ball and been up the field. Either way, it picks up 2 yards, keeps the clock moving. And right now the clock is Piedmont's worst enemy. If they want any shot at winning the game, they got to get a stop, but the Buffaloes are going to slam the door right here.
Trying to, 2nd and 8. Snap, looking to pass. Les now going deep into double coverage, up for grabs. And we have a...
Caught it out of bounds.
Yeah, he caught it out. Oh, you're going to say he caught it? They're going to say he caught it. Are you kidding me? Chaz Bradley mossed the guy and somehow toe-tapped in the red zone. That might be one of the most fantastic grabs that you've seen from an Oklahoma high school wide receiver. To the 16-yard line in double coverage. Playmakers make it happen, and that's what Mr. Chaz Bradley is.
Mama, there goes that man, Chaz Bradley, once again.
Into the McAllister home store red zone. Ball on the right hash, trips left. Here's the snap. 1st and 10, handoff. Looks like Moten. Moten is breaking a tackle by Whitworth down to about the 13. Gain of 3. Are you kidding me?
Can I talk about that?
Do it. Go for it.
I'm going to talk about the play with Chaz real quick. But before I say that, the offensive lineman that they just used, Zach Rogers, your left tackle, was like on the right side, and he wasn't even the right tackle. He was like the right H-back. He looked back to Caden Lesnow, and Lesnow gave him the thumbs up. You're good. And
You're right.
He is again.
You're right. He's lining up as a tight end here on the right side. Here's the snap. Lesnow's keeping it left side, and he's going to be grabbed at the 11-yard line after a gain of maybe 1. So we have 3rd down and about 6 coming up. Yeah, Zach Rogers has played left tackle all season long, and for good reason. He's a really good lineman. But they moved him as a tight end right now on the right side. You know what? I would love – could we see a big man touchdown?
Hey, that's what I love it when big men score. Just like when Jalen Redmond had the one last year against Iowa State. I love it when the big men get to score, and I love it when they get the love that I love it when they get love, and that's why I love giving it to them.
Well, Rogers back to left tackle. 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Man.
Not going to happen here. Trips left, 3rd down and 6. 5 to snap it. Under 6:15 left to go in the game. Les now back to pass. Passing middle. Caught. No, he dropped it. He was looking for Eli Chapman. If he makes the grab, he's got the 1st down. And now we have a decision to make. But really not much of a decision as quickly they bring out the special teams unit. Even if they score here, this is going to be a huge kick. Ball's at the 12-yard line. It's a 29-yard kick for Greer. His long on the season is 38. He can make this a 3-score game if he can sink it. Ball on the right hash. 6:08 left to go. Snap, high, hold, good. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. Trenton Greer remains perfect. 4 for 4 on the season, and he puts the Buffaloes past the 50-point mark. That's a 50-burger for the Buffaloes, and they lead by 3 scores, 52-34 over the Wildcats here on K.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAllister.
Buffaloes leading 52-34. It's an 18-point game. That's a 3-score lead for the Buffs, and only halfway through the fourth quarter. 6 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. Judkins will kick this one away. Pooch kick. It'll bounce, and it's grabbed at the 40-yard line. So that's where the Wildcats are going to start this drive, but we have a drive summary by the Buffaloes that led to a clutch field goal by Trenton Greer.
That was a 6-play, 38-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock, capped off with that 29-yard field goal by Trenton Greer. That is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes. So do I, so do you, and these Buffaloes give us a lot of things to love.
Especially Caden Lesnow's hold there. The snap was a little bit high, but what an expert move by the holder Lesnow to get it back down for Greer to be able to kick that clutch field goal.
And got the laces out.
That's right. Morris hands it off over to Robles. Robles kick backwards, and he's going to be tracked from behind. Now, that should be a loss of about a couple yards, but they're going to call us forward progress at the line of scrimmage because he got bounced back and then restarted forward. That should be a loss of 2, but they're going to call it no gain on the carry. But he did restart going back towards the line of scrimmage. That should be a loss of 2. 2nd down and 10 upcoming, though.
But it's perfectly fine because you hit Robles in the field of play, kept it right there in the middle of the field. Clock's going to keep churning. Wildcats have got to figure something out. Buffaloes ain't letting them.
Morris under center, 2 receivers right side. They're going to pass it. Morris looking downfield, throwing across his body. The lefty finds a man. He runs out of bounds before he can get to the first down marker, but he ends up finding number 1. That is Colton Lucian, who already has 1 big touchdown today. How did he even throw that? Again, Joshua Morris is a lefty. He's a southpaw, and he was rolling towards his right, which is against his body. Just with the little flick of the wrist, somehow in coverage, was able to find a senior Lucian. And
he had Will Spears bearing down on him, who delivered a punishing hit. Great. He's just a football player. That's it.
Hats off to Joshua Morris. 3rd and 3 officially on the scoreboard. Snap, option, pitch. They bid on it. Down the far sideline past the 50-yard line. First down for the Wildcats. We'll see where he went out of bounds at, but that'll keep the drive alive here for the Wildcats. Clock down to 5:19, and the Buffaloes are looking over at the scoreboard just saying, keep tick, 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 ticking. They're 5:19 away from trying to get to the semifinals, which would be their, it would be the 3rd consecutive year. That's only happened twice before in McAlester history. 1st and 10, going to pass. Morris looking down the middle of the field. It is caught. He's dragging Buffaloes inside the 15-yard line. How is he threading the needle down to the 14, maybe even the 13? It was in double coverage. The Buffalo secondary never turned around, and he was able to just thin the needle. If one of those defenders turned around, it's an interception.
That ball looked like
Morris, what a throw.
That ball looked like it had Velcro on it. Morris put it right there in between the belly.
As Morris is going to keep it here around the right edge. Good gain out to the 5-yard line. I believe about a 9-yard gain to be 1. Maybe 2. 8. Maybe he's 2nd down and 2 upcoming.
But he put that ball right in between the waistline and his receiver's arm. It's like it just had Velcro and stuck in there. Great pinpoint accuracy there by Joshua Mars.
So Mars with the ball at the 5-yard line, right hash. Will go back under center. Down by 3, score, snap, handoff. Robles gets into the end zone. So that will make it a 40-52 ball game. Even if they go for 2 and get it here, it's still going to be a 2-possession game. Both teams, also this is key to say, both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. We've had 92 combined points by these 2 teams. Piedmont averaging 35.3 points per game on the season. And what a shootout we've had over here at the hook. They're going to go for 2, though. Well, no, maybe not. No. Morris is out there, but he's also the holder, just like Les now. Oh, well, no, maybe they are going for it. In the gun. Man in motion. Morris. It bounces past Morris. Morris has to pick it up, throws it for the end zone. It's up in the air, and they still made the catch. Are you kidding me? A breakdown of a defensive play there by the Buffaloes. Morris it bounced 5 yards past him, grabbed it on the bounce, turned around, just threw it up for grabs. And there's only one defender there for the Buffaloes to try to make anything happen, and 2 open Wildcat receivers. One came down with it, and now it's a 10-point game. 4:25 left to go in it right here on K.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com.
So the Wildcats have gotten 2 onside kicks, really, in this one. They've attempted 3. They're going to go for another one here. You can almost guarantee it, as it's a 10-point game with 4.5 minutes left to go in it. Tate Cardwell, can the Piedmont Wildcats get a 3rd onside recovery?
Quarter left to go, Buckfans. Where are you?
They're going to put more men over here on the near side for the line. Here's the kick, onside, spins, bounces. Buffaloes get it and fall down. So the Buffaloes do get the onside kick recovery. But boy, man, I want to go back to, is that Tate Cardwell? Yeah, Tate Cardwell, he's got some English on those onside kicks. We talk about it like it's a mistake by the McAllister special teams. It's actually a challenge to be able to get those kicks from Cardwell. We have a drive summary, though, for the Wildcats.
It was a 6-play, 60-yard touchdown drive. Took 1 minute, 40 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 2-yard touchdown run by Izzy Robles. PAT is good. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
So good news, it's still a 2-possession game. Buffaloes lead by 10, so that means the Wildcats not only have to stop McAllister, but then get a touchdown and then get the ball back and then get a field goal at least. Ball in the near hash at their own 49-yard line. Buffaloes with the ball. Handoff, Jordan Clark up the middle. He gets to the 50-yard line before he's bounced backwards. That's a gain of only 1 to bring up 2nd down and 9. Now here's the question. When do the Wildcats start to use their timeouts? Right now they won't use it. Both teams have all 3.
With 4 minutes left to go and both teams having all 3 timeouts, this game still feels like an eternity. But the Wildcats choose not to burn one right there.
I would have maybe done that after a gain of only 1. On those short yardage situations when you maybe can get a 3 and out, that would have been maybe a good time to use it. On the right side of Les now is Dakota Moten. 2 receivers each side, 10 to snap it. And here's the snap. Near side, caught by Bradley. Bradley works around a block to the 45-yard line. He's to the 44. And that'll bring up, well, I thought he got to the 44. Gosh, they're going to say he only got to the 45. I thought he clearly passed the 45, but I could be wrong. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
But they're going to say that he got down in bounds because the clock's continuing to roll. So
yeah, he was still in bounds. That's for sure.
So that's going to be that's a good sign right there by the Buffaloes. And now the Buffaloes are not showing any hesitation. Looks like head coach Mays, he's going to let this one roll down.
He might even call timeout.
And he's going to call timeout with 1 second.
He's going to speak with the officials, yeah. They're going to run this down all the way to the 1. He told the official, when it gets to 1, call timeout. We'll take it right here on K.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAllister and let us make it happen for you.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
Big 3rd down and 4 upcoming. Buffaloes in the dozer package at the Piedmont 45-yard line. If the Buffaloes get a first down, they've really put the pressure on the Wildcats. They lead by 10. Man in motion is Russell. Here's the snap. Right side, Bumpus. Bumpus got the hole. He's got the first down and more inside the 35-yard line, down to the 33. That'll move the chains for the Buffaloes. And speaking of Buffs, we do have a Buffalo that's down and slow to get up. But it looks like he's going to be okay. It was Pfeiffer Mitchell, I believe. No, it was not. It was 74 Sean Woods, their center. But he's back up, and that'll move the chains, and the Wildcats still not burning any timeouts.
The Shumway boys wanted to go out there and run dozer again, and they had to get told, hey, get back. We're on offense.
2.5 minutes left to go in the game. Buffaloes lead by 10. Wildcats still not burning any timeouts. Ball on the right hash at the 34-yard line. 2 receivers each side. Les now gets the snap, hands it off over to Moten. Moten got another gap to the 25-yard line. He's weaving through Piedmont defenders to the 15-yard line, to the 10. He is powering his way down to the 6, into the McAlester home store red zone. Moten's got his motor running here in the quarterfinals. Remodeling or building a house can be rough. McAlester Home Store can make it easier. Get flooring, backsplash, and paint and appliances. Plus, you can even get a free design consultation over at McAlester Home Store. 2:11 left to go in the game. First down and goal from the 7 for the Buffaloes, with a chance to put this one away. Leading by 10, 52-42.
Dakota Moten, we knew all about the kid, but tonight is like he's having his 2022 coming out party, and he's wanting all of it.
Ball on the right hash. Moten still on the left side of Les now. Snap. Handoff. Moten going to power his way right side. He's down inside the 3. He says, get off me, and he powers his way towards the 2. They're going to say that he didn't quite get to the 2, calling him down at the 3. And we finally have a timeout called by Piedmont, I believe. We'll take it right here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAlester, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Chakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
McAllister Pepsi has got what you need, from food service to vending or just plain.
On the video side of things, I know that on the radio side we had a commercial run as well. I know video had Pepsi. Pepsi will get you some love here in just a moment, but we're about to have a big second down and goal from the 3 after Piedmont burns their first timeout, coming with 1:59 left to go in the game. Buffaloes leading by 10. At the 3, ball on the right hash. The Wildcats, they need a turnover. McAllister, if they can get a touchdown, game over. It's going to be Moten on the left side of Les now. Loading up the line right side, 2 receivers right as well. Here's the snap. Hand off Moten off the right side. There's the gap. Can he push into the end zone? He can! Moten has just sent the Buffaloes to the semifinals. Well, I want to go ahead and I want to hold it right here first, too. It would still be a 2-score game. Unless McAllister can get a PAT here. It's going to be a big PAT. If they can get it, it's going to guarantee a 3-score game, and that would put it away. 1:54 left to go. 58-42, 16-point lead for the Buffs. This PAT is almost as big as Greer's field goal that he had earlier. Snap is bobbled. It's going to be picked up by Les now. Les now rolling right, looking for the end zone. Tosses for the end zone. It's caught! It's caught! 2-point conversion is good, and the Buffaloes go up 60-42. 60-42. A bobbled snap that went to Les now, and the gunslinger finds a man in the end zone. The door has been slammed. We'll take a break right here on KNED.
McAllister Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAllister Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAllister Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAllister Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
Oh, buddy boy. This is Maction, but it's McAllister football that we're talking about and not Division I football. 1:54 left to go in the game. It's been a wild one. Over 100 points scored between these two teams. 60-42 is the score. It's a 3-possession game. Buffaloes lead by 18. 2 timeouts remain for both teams. Judkins getting ready to kick it away. Here's the boot, end over end. This one will bounce at the 35, and it will go out of bounds. Smart play there by number 2 of the Wildcats. That is Jaden Fuston. Instead of going to go grab it and possibly making a mistake, he knew that ball was going to roll out of bounds. He lets it do so, and they'll give the Wildcats the ball. We'll see where they put him at. But right now, let's have a drive summary. Clutch drive by the Buffaloes.
Drive of the year, it feels like. That was a 6-play, 51-yard touchdown drive. Took 2 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. Capped off with that 3-yard touchdown run by senior Dakota Moten. And that is your drive summary, brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They're a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAllister Buffaloes.
All right, so 1:54 left to go in the game. 60-42, McAllister is leading by 18. Here's the snap handoff of the middle. No pitch out to the right side. Buffalo still have to prevent the big play past the 45-yard line. And it's still on his feet as Fuston down the far sideline, finally pushed out of bounds. And if you wanted to stay in this game, now we have a flag. What is going on here?
That is extracurricular.
That's extra. Read all about it. That's going to be, excuse my language, a dumb penalty. I mean, that's plain put it for the Piedmont Wildcats, a dumb penalty.
Yeah.
Well, after the play was over, a good 20 yards away from the ball. I mean, there's one thing getting a pancake block, but there was a Piedmont player that not only got the pancake block, but then just kept on pushing him into the ground, and every time the Buffalo tried to get up, he kept on pushing him back down. It's just a dumb penalty there by the Wildcats, and if you're a Wildcat fan, for whatever reason, listening to this broadcast, I would be really upset.
Oh, there's one on each team.
Oh, offsetting penalties. What's the other penalty? Personal foul on the Wildcats. Oh, they're going to call one on McAllister, too. They're going to say they were both getting into it.
Yeah, that's why when the official came over and he pointed back and forth, he was insinuating that the penalties were going to offset, so therefore it's going to replay the down.
You should replay the down, but they're putting... Oh, but since it happened after the play was over. That doesn't send the Wildcats back. It doesn't penalize them.
But the first flag came out during the play, though.
Well, that's why I thought so, too, and that's what maybe Coach Mazies wanted to hear about. And that's what Coach Mazies speaking about. He said, I thought one of the flags came out during the play. It wasn't after the play was over. So that's important, because if it happens after the play is over, then it is offsetting penalties, and the play still stands, and the Wildcats nor the Buffaloes get penalized an extra 15 yards, and it's put at the 43-yard line of the Wildcats. If it happens during the play and you have offsetting penalties, that play never happened. That long run never happens, and you replay the down. But the officials are going to say it happened after the play was over. That is why they put both arms out to the sides. And that's why the officials are going to speak about it, but it won't change the outcome. Ball's going to be put at the 43-yard line. On the right hash, Wildcats quickly get into McAllister territory. 1:45 remaining in the game. It's still a 3-possession game. Still a lot for the Wildcats to overcome. But if they can keep on getting chunk plays like that and maybe onside recoveries like they've already been able to do today with 2 timeouts, I mean, I've seen crazier. McAllister came back down from 2 scores with, 1 timeout against Del City? Snap, back to pass is Morris. Morris throwing it up for grabs, one-on-one coverage, coming back, and he can't make the catch. Number 24 of the Wildcats, Lane Whitworth, went and saw the ball, tried to retrack where it was up in the air, and dove after it but couldn't make the grab. If he would have caught it, it would have been at the 15-yard line in the red zone. But that stops the clock with 1:39 left to go. And we have some whistles here. And it's going to be a Buffalo that needs to come out, Garrett Shumway. I think he's bleeding. He's pointing over towards his elbow. I don't know if he needs to get, like, bandaged up or something, but they told him that he has to come out for now. But he's not hurt. He's just saying that, hey, I need someone to clean. Yeah, they're cleaning off a bloody elbow right now.
Good old turf burn, buddy.
There you go. Under center, 2nd down and 10. Mars, snap, fakes the pitch around the right side to the 35-yard line, and he's going to be flipped over at the 31-yard line. He kind of lowered his shoulder, but again, low man one there. The Buffaloes were able to have him do a barrel roll over that defender. First down run there for the Wildcats. But I thought he stayed in bounds. He did. So they'll keep the clock moving as soon as they set the chains.
Should be. There it is.
90 seconds left to go. Under center, Morris awaits the snap. Here it is. Going to keep it again. Fakes the pitch again. What a good move. But coming from behind and making the tackle. Was that Garrett Shumway that came right back into the game?
That was Garrett Shumway. He got his elbow taped up, runs right back in, makes up for missing the last play.
Garrett Shumway, that's another difference maker for tonight. We've had Dakota Moten, the offensive line. Garrett Shumway is another one. And Braden Bumphus, 2nd and 6. Handoff up the middle. Wildcats powering towards the first down marker. I think they're going to get it. It's close to it.
Yard short.
Doesn't matter. They're going to call a timeout. The Wildcats will call it with 58 seconds left to go in the game on KNED.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to compasscapitalmgt.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAllister, Oklahoma, 74501.
Welcome back to McAllister, Oklahoma, the final game here at the Hook for the 2022 season. The Buffaloes leading 60-42, and it would have to be a complete miracle here by the Wildcats. They're down by 3 scores, but they're near the red zone. They're at the 21-yard line. Again, Coach Hughes has been tuning in. Want to go ahead and give him a shout-out here as well. Wildcats have played a great game, but McAllister has just had an excellent game plan, and they've executed it almost to perfection. But Morris has been fantastic. Piedmont showing how tough they are, but McAllister says we're tough too. 3rd and 2 coming up. Here's the snap. Handoff. No, pitch out late over to the right side, over to Robles. Robles gets the first down into the red zone. The tackle down in bounds, I believe, around the 18. So they'll move the chains, and then they'll start the clock back up with 52.8 seconds left to go in it. And this game's over. Buffaloes are going to go to the semifinals for the 3rd consecutive year, and that's only happened twice before in McAllister football history. Snap, toss out left side. Needs a block, doesn't get it. Tackle down at the 16. From the defensive end spot, Malachi Rice with the track down tackle. 41 seconds left. And that was a gain of only 1. Scratch that 2. 2nd down and 8. And we'll have one more timeout be called by the Wildcats. We'll take another 30-second here on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAllister and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
And thank you to my wife who just let me know that we just missed the YouTube audio. You missed a pick by Chaz Bradley. And the interception counts. But we do have a flag around the 24-yard line.
There were 2 Wildcats, and they were on top of Malachi Rice. Malachi just comes off the field. It looked like he had got hit in the stomach maybe by one of them on the interception. I'm not quite sure, but there was 2 of them, and he got up, and he was visibly hurt and not only visibly hurt and upset because 2 flags came flying in over there.
Kim, it's been chippy here in the last 2 minutes. We had the offsetting penalties, what they eventually ended up being on personal fouls, on the same drive about a minute and a half ago. And after the interception by Chaz Bradley, his 8th pick of the season in 12 games, he was 15 yards away, and barring what the penalty is, from a pick 6. And that one would have been longer than the one that he had last week to seal the game against the Collinsville Cardinals.
So does the interception rule not apply when it gets to the playoffs?
I guess not the playoffs, because he did go past the goal line, and once you make the catch past the goal line, it's supposed to be a touchback. At least that's what it's been during the regular season, or else Chaz Bradley would have had a 105-yard pick 6 earlier. It's on the Wildcats of Piedmont, but it's also on McAllister. They're going to do offsetting penalties again. McAllister fans don't like it. But it's okay. The Buffaloes in the end are going to end up getting the win. Again, they're going to call it after the play was over. So Chaz does get to return it all the way to the 15. That means if he would have scored, it would have still counted. So now the Buffaloes will go into victory formation. The Buffaloes have grinded out a shootout win in the first ever matchup between Piedmont and McAllister.
And it didn't disappoint.
It did not disappoint. Let's see where they're officially putting them at.
Are we going to walk it back 15?
Now we're walking it back. Why are they walking it back? If it was on both teams, I guess one happened during the... I don't get it. Doesn't matter. Ball's being put at the 27-yard line, so that is 15 yards from where Chaz was tackled down at, but we also had a penalty on Piedmont. Doesn't matter. We're about to have a kneel down. Here's the snap. There's the knee. And ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. The McAlester Buffaloes are on to the semifinals once again. Did you miss us? They finish off a perfect 7-0 record at the hook.
Good night from Backtown.
It's good to be home. 60-42 the final score. We'll be having some thoughts from head coach Forrest Mazie after this one. Again, 60-42 McAllister wins. The OK Tire and Auto postgame show coming up in a moment on KNED.